All of us have those old VHS tapes that contains precious memories of our families. Why not let Chad Medford of Chad's Video Service preserve those memories by putting those old tapes on DVD or creating a digital file video? Call today at 828-429-5148.
Kohl's Carpet and Flooring since 1989 has been family owned and operated, providing affordable, quality flooring. Kohl's has a huge showroom full of color-resistant luxury plank vinyl and water-resistant laminate flooring. Quality hardwood by Bruce, carpet by Mohawk and Shaw, all price ranges. Flooring that'll look great for years to come. Kohl's offers free quotes and professional installation. 196 Chase I Road, Forest City. Visit Kohl's Carpet and Flooring soon.
Welcome to WAGY 107.5 FM and KTC Broadcasting here with Rick and Randy Show. I'm Ricky Millwood.
And I'm Randy Page.
And we want to welcome you to Chase High School again. We're back here at the old stomping ground, aren't we, Coach?
That's right.
And we got an interesting one tonight. We've got 2-1 Madison Patriots come rolling in here to Allen Stadium. To take on the hometown Trojans, Chase Trojans, here at the farm. So, Coach, what have you found out this week about what this matchup kind of looks like?
Well, it's of course, they're here at the farm and they're mountain boys. So it's a situation of they're more of a running team. They average about 270
yards. They got an advantage,
yards.
Coach.
Yes.
Because they thin air up here.
Yeah, but they run because they've got average about 270 yards a game on running, where Chase is predominantly passing. Even they run about 100 yards and they pass about 250. So if you look at the total stats, Madison's averaging 285 a game, 385, and Chase is getting 375. So it's very close
pretty
game.
equal in totals.
It is.
Yeah. Well, that's a interesting thing we have going on tonight. We're going to try to keep everything live and keep it moving. But we talked to Coach Sosby earlier in the week, and he seemed pretty pleased with what kind of progress he had last Friday night.
Right.
And they had to kind of hold on at the end to save the ball game. But the thing was, he improved in certain areas that they were working hard to improve.
Definitely.
I remember the one thing that he said, maybe we worked a little in that off week. We worked a little bit too hard on ourselves rather than getting prepared for our opponent, and that's just one of those hit and miss things.
And there again, when you're talking about a small school or small team like this playing 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 players both ways, when it comes into the fourth quarter, the exhaustion comes in there now. Like I said, most teams wasn't even outside the first week of practice much because the weather and everything wasn't allowed to be out over 30 minutes at a time. So up in the mountain schools, they were.
Yes.
So it's just a situation that, kind of getting in shape from not being out there, and that's what a lot of it has to do.
Well, and I remember us talking with Coach Sosby. We talked about, the contain. And we brought up, I remember I mentioned to him, I said, yeah, in the first quarter, you don't have to tell him to keep his head to the outside. Said, but when it gets fourth quarter, that head starts darting inside. He's wanting to take those shortcuts because he's tired.
Right. And that, like I said, that's just playing 7, 8 players. I mean,
that's high school football.
It's hard to be in shape, especially if the other team has got fresh legs back on the other side, get outside and everything. So.
Well, when you look on the sidelines and you look at the pros, you look at the college, you see people getting coached, but it's not like they're adamant and they're being animated the entire time during a game. You have to coach these kids consistently.
That's right. But there again, the
and
problem.
It's not you're telling them what they're doing wrong. You got to tell them what they're doing right too.
Right. You're talking about this. I don't know positions they're playing. But let's say the strong safety is also playing wide receiver. Well, when you're on offense, you can't talk to that strong safety, tell him what he's doing wrong because he's out there playing offense.
Absolutely.
So it really makes a big difference.
It does. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with our Coach's Corner. And that Coach's Corner is sponsored by Raymond James Financial. You need to see Matt and Deacon Bright for expert financial guidance in downtown Forest City. Raymond James is still a timeout sponsor as well. and we want to thank them for all that they do. So we'll be back in 3 minutes to 5 minutes, whatever they have planned for our commercials, and we'll be back here with the Rick and Randy Show on WAGY 107.5.
Celebrating 25 years in Forest City, Alliance Insurance Group has a goal to provide their customers with auto, property, motorcycle, business, health, and recreational insurance coverage that meets their needs at affordable prices. Alliance offers pay in person with a drive-through window or pay online or phone. Alliance is in the business of helping people. You'll save money, plus protect and preserve your financial future. See Alliance Insurance Group soon, located behind the mall, 130 Allendale Drive, Forest City.
Serving the foothills for over 100 years, S&C Fuel Delivery, formerly Lutz Petroleum, is your reliable source for delivery of diesel, gasoline, propane, lubricants, and heating oil, straight to your tank. Pumps are open to the public for fill-up. Delivery available in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. S&C Fuel is locally family-owned and veteran-operated, committed to keeping our community running, trusted by homeowners, farms, and businesses. Office located on Oakland Road in Spindale. Schedule your next delivery with S&C Fuel at 828-286-3419. Just like great teams are built on smart strategy, so are strong financial futures. At Freedom Financial Management, they help families, individuals, and business owners create winning game plans for retirement planning, investments, wealth building, and college savings. Start your winning financial game plan today. Freedom Financial Management. Play smart, live free. See your local financial advisor, Andrew Tisdale, at 269 North Washington Street in Rutherford. Call 828-980-7101 for Freedom Financial Management.
What's behind the green door in Forest City? It's the most honest, reliable insurance company in town, Green Insurance. See Ryan Green, an independent broker whose first goal is to provide great customer service and save you money, and lots of it. Green Insurance offers Medicare Part C and D, plus supplemental policies from all the top insurance companies. Green Insurance can help with marketplace plans and calculate tax credits based on your income to save you money at the end of the year. See Ryan soon at Green Insurance, 179 West Main Street in Forest City. Look for the green door. Hey, when it's time to start looking for another vehicle, come and experience the difference and selection at Carolina Auto Finance. We're a family-owned and operated business for over 20 years. When you shop with us, you're not just buying a car, you're joining the family. Whether your credit is great, not so great, or you're just getting started, we've got options for you. We'll work with multiple lenders. We offer gap coverage and warranty contracts because buying a vehicle should feel good today and tomorrow. For honest service, affordable options, come see us at Carolina Auto Finance, where the deals are real and the people are even better. Lowe's Boulevard, Forest City.
At Raymond James, we believe in the power of freedom. The freedom to invest in your future, to make choices that align with your goals, and to pursue success with confidence. Experience the freedom to invest, the freedom to make choices, and the freedom to pursue your success with our dedicated team. Contact us today. Raymond James, life well planned.
Call Wilson Septic Service for bad smells or slow drains. They're the company with the most experience keeping systems clean and customers happy since 1962. From septic pumping, inspections, repairs, installs, and holding tank rentals. Wilson Septic Service does it all, fast and affordable. Remember, avoid flushing sanitary pads, flushable wipes, know your tank's location, and never build or plant anything on your tank or drain field. Call 828-245-9387. Wilson Septic Service, number 1 in the number 2 business.
If you're looking for a great deal on a late model vehicle, come see us at L&L Auto Sales in Ellenboro, where salvage title rebuilds mean serious savings. We specialize in clean, reliable late model rebuilds that look and drive like new for thousands less than retail. Whether it's that SUV you always wanted or that diesel truck, come see what's in stock. Check the Facebook page. Call Alex Ledbetter to see what L&L Auto Sales may have for you. 828-447-0181. Listen up, folks. Let me give you some good advice. For home building projects, Henson Building Materials in Forest City is where the pros go for a good reason. Henson's has #1 grade lumber of all kinds. including treated lumber, tools, roofing, cabinets, windows, and doors. Everything you need for your project, large or small. Delivery same or next day. Take my advice and go to Henson Building Materials. You'll hit the nail on the head. 177 Duke Street, Forest City. Vote David Norris, District Attorney, March 2026. A Rutherford County native, David Norris has 30 years of legal experience with nearly 23 in the District Attorney's Office as an Assistant DA. David has proven his ability to fight and prosecute difficult cases. David Norris is a veteran of 16 years serving in the U.S. Army. If you believe that our criminal justice system needs change, vote David Norris, District Attorney, March 2026, paid for by David Norris for District Attorney.
Welcome back to the farm with WAGI 107.5. And we just want to thank you much. We appreciate for Ingalls Market and Stanton Enterprises for sponsoring the pregame show. When you go to Ingalls, they have low prices and low savings. Shop and save and rewarded at your Advantage card.
And Stanton Enterprises, locations in Rutherford County, open 24 hours a day, home of those world-famous fries. We just mentioned right before we went on a break that we'd talked to Coach Sosby, and like I said, that is the Coach's Corner, which is sponsored by Raymond James Financial Coach's Corner. And we had a really good conversation with him. I got a feeling that Chad, he had to cut a lot of it out because
a lot of
we had a lot of talking going, but we had a lot of things about things that were coming up, and we're going to go straight to Coach Sosby and see what he has to say about the prep about last week and this week.
Here we are, Coach Jim Sosby from Chase High Trojans. Coach, first I want to talk off. Congratulations on your win last week.
Man, I appreciate it, guys. Did a good job to get a lead. Luckily, we were strong enough there at the end to hold on to it.
Right. I mean, the key thing is to win. It seems to me, honestly, like all three schools we've watched now at certain times have had problems containing on the outside and that thing, and that kind of got you a little bit. But I mean, you fixed it at the end, but it just seems, I don't know what it is, but Coach Millwood and I was talking about it, that as far as holding contained has been a problem a little bit. But like I said, at the end of the game, so it worked well.
Yeah, in the first half we did pretty good at it. In the second half, when you get tired, those techniques and responsibilities kind of go out the window. So we got to work on that stuff. And that's my fault to get them. I got to get them in better shape.
Well, it's always tough to get things going, especially early in the season like that.
Right, and I think the open day kind of hurt us there because you got to get in game shape, but you can't practice game shape. So when you play a game, and then you got the very next week, second week is the open day. I'd rather play a few and before I had an open day, just get them going in that kind of game shape.
Right, I understand that completely.
Especially with the temperature battle that you're having to go against at the first of the season.
Yeah, we went. I guess first week when we played Polk, man, 3 days inside. We got booted out for the heat index. It's hard. It's really hard to get them in shape. They want them to play in that heat, but you can't practice in that heat, so it makes it a little tough.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But would you say that sometimes battling that containment is about alignment and things with everybody running spread now, and getting you across the field? It's a little bit harder to line up just to have a strictly contained guy once he sees sweep coming.
Right. And there's five, maybe I think he said 5 times that our edge player, our guy that was supposed to hold the edge, had the edge and then popped his head inside, went inside the blocker. So we got to make sure that we got to keep from doing that. We have contained and then we give it up. So we can't guess. We can't do anybody else's job. You got to do your own job.
That shortcut looks awful inviting sometimes.
Yeah, it does till that dude's streaking down the sideline.
Absolutely. What are you looking at? It's Madison this week, right?
Yep, and they're huge, man. Good gracious, that definitely the biggest offensive defensive line that we played all year. They got a lot of seniors too, man. They probably got 14, 15, 16 seniors with a team that's only got 29, 30 players. That's after
Wow.
10 seniors, so you ought to be experienced. So I think it's probably the best team they've had in a while. It's hard to tell because the first two teams they played weren't really great. North Buckham was pretty good, so they struggled a little bit in the second half. I think they had the same problem we did, not playing contain and not playing your position when you got tired.
Normally you think about Madison, like I said, big kids, big mountain kids, but they're usually kind of slow. But by looking at some of the stats, I noticed the quarterback, Caleb Griffin, he's averaging 115 yards passing per game, which is not a lot these days. I know that completely because they're averaging about 270 yards as far as total. But the running back, Ivan Blankenship, number 21, he's averaging 110 yards a game. Is there anything special about him, quickness, or just big running back?
Man, he's a power back, but he had some runs too, so they're not going 80 yards, but he's broken some 25, 30, 40-yard runs, so they're good. They're solid. Number 3, I can't remember their names. They're the go-to receivers, man. All those guys are seniors. I think the quarterback is maybe a sophomore, but the rest of them are seniors, and they got game experience and they play hard, man. You definitely can see that on video. They play hard.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to it. I tell you what, this is going to be my last week for I don't know how long, because I'm fixing to have a new hip put in, and then we'll probably have somebody fill in for me the next week. But we'll go forward, and I know we're coming back to Chase, so hopefully I'll be back in the swing of things by that time.
Good deal, man. Good to talk to you guys always.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Coach.
Looking to refresh your wardrobe and make a difference in your community? Visit the Rutherford County Habitat for Humanity Clothing Center. Discover fantastic deals on clothes, jewelry, luggage, and shoes, all while supporting a great cause. Every purchase helps provide safe, affordable housing for families in need. Shop today and uncover unique finds that make you look good and feel even better. Visit 269 West Main, Forest City, or call 828-299-3118.
Ready for a career change, new skills, or finishing what you started? Now's the perfect time at Isothermal Community College. If you live in Polk or Rutherford County, your education could be free with a Powers Promise or Next NC Scholarship. Explore programs in healthcare, skilled trades, IT, business, and more with little to no cost for qualifying residents. Fast-track options like truck driving and EMS get you working quickly. With flexible schedules, online classes, and strong support, your dream is within reach. Visit isothermal.edu or call today to learn more.
That could be happening in your backyard with a stop at Pool Supplies Unlimited in Allenboro. Pool Supplies Unlimited specializes in above-ground pools, and they carry products for in-ground pools. Plus, see their selection of hot tubs in stock. Get free water testing, and they have all of your pool chemicals. So dive in now to Pool Supplies Unlimited, 125 East U.S. Highway 74 Business in Allenboro. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 12 noon. Closed on Wednesday. Call 828-453-8081 and like them on Facebook too.
Bears, football, and cool nights by the fire. The drop-in stores have you covered. Right now, get Prime and Prime Energy drinks, 2 for $4. 20-ounce Cokes and 16-ounce Monster drinks. Buy 2 and get 1 free. 6 packs of Coke products, 2 for $6.50, and the list goes on and on. And check out the daily specials. Chicken biscuits, $2.99. Chicken strip baskets, $5.99. You'll fall in love with all these fall specials at your nearest drop-in. Check them out today. Drop-in food stores, your hometown convenience store since 1981. Olmsted Plumbing hopes you're enjoying the summer heat safely. Yes, it's officially summer. Time to plan for longer days and shorter nights. Maybe it's time for you to go plumb crazy and get that outdoor kitchen you've always dreamed of. Or get an outdoor shower for the patio. Or get that yard hydrant closer to the garden. Remember, preventative maintenance can avert a catastrophe this summer. But if you have a plumbing emergency, call the guys at Olmsted Plumbing, 828-245-7302. Online at olmstedplumbing.com. Get back to loving your plumbing and loving your summer. Hear that? That's a big old Massey Ferguson getting ready for another day of work. And it could be you. Phil Sheehan at NC Tractor and Farm Supply in Rutherford invites you to head in and take advantage of up to $2,000 off select Massey Ferguson models with a cash payment. Or you can get 0% financing for up to 60 months and ask about rebates from $500 to $2,000 on select Bobcat mowers. Or get 0% financing up to 48 months. NC Tractor 99 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Online at nctractorandfarmsupply.com. Service, dependability, value, fast delivery, and more, all during the Labor Day all month long sales savings event at Kimball's Furniture in Forest City. Big lift recliners only $6.99. Sofas and love seats are $4.49 each. Reclining love seats are $7.49, and get ready for some football with a big 55-inch TV for $5.99. Labor Day savings all month long at Kimball's Furniture, 207 East Main Street, Forest City. No matter if you drive a classic or a brand new car or a so-called stump jumper or a tractor or lawnmower, you can always count on Tri-City Tire on Daniel Road in Forest City to keep you on the road. See them for your next set of tires and the state-of-the-art Hunter tire equipment. And they feature fast, friendly service. So if you're feeling flat, head to Tri-City Tire at Tri-City Outdoor Power. So if you're feeling flat, head to Tri-City Tire at Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment. Located at 221 Daniel Road, Forest City. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday. Located at 221 Daniel Road, Forest City. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 1 on Saturday. Tri-City Outdoor Power 8:30 to 1 on Saturday. Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment in Forest City is proud to announce that they are now a full-service Bobcat dealer. That means they carry it all, from excavators to zero-turn mowers, from skid steers to tractors to side-by-sides. And hurry in now for the end of summer deals on the remaining Toro and 221 Daniel Road in Forest City, online at tricityoutdoor.com. This year's title sponsor for high school football on WAGY.
Big game, big appetite. Swing by Mi Pablito for the ultimate victory. From sizzling fajitas to over 100 mouth-watering dishes, we've got you covered no matter your craving. How about fried ice cream, brownies, and funnel cake fries that will score big with your sweet tooth? City or order ahead at mepubs.com. Stay connected on Facebook.com. Stay connected on Facebook and Instagram too at Mi Pablito Book and Instagram too at Mi Pablito Mex. Because good food is always worth cheering for. It is always worth cheering for.
There's a lot of advantage packed into your Ingalls Advantage card. For starters, you get great packed into your Ingalls Advantage card. For starters, you get great discounts and advantage pricing throughout the store. You build up fuel points to save big money and reward them with supplies they need. You get weekly sales alerts on items you buy the most when you sign up for Advantage Mail, and even special perks around the holidays. So get the advantage with your Ingalls Advantage card. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
At Fountain Electric, we believe every home deserves exceptional electrical service. We are trustworthy, reliable, and hassle-free. Integrity and customer focus are the main values that guide us. We aim to build lasting relationships with homeowners based on respect and mutual trust. Fountain Electric, lighting your home, elevating your life. Contact us today.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Unlike football, life doesn't take a timeout, and anything can happen at any time. Unfortunately, anything isn't always a good thing. You need auto and life coverage, and agents. There for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need North Carolina Farm Bureau insurance. Timeout? Not even in our vocabulary.
Rutherford County Farm Bureau is at 153 Reservation Drive, Spindale. Call 828-287-2428.
Welcome back to WAGY 107.5 Broadcasting. We remind our listeners that they can also go on to ktcbroadcasting.com and look on Facebook and be able to watch the game also.
And it's easier to get on Facebook at Waggy Radio Forest City. It's easier to get on that way.
I was hoping you remembered that because I couldn't remember it.
Yeah, I did it when I got home, so I have it for my wife to watch it. Yes, it's Waggy Radio Forest City. All small letters, no spaces.
So we're back here at the pregame show, which is presented by Ingalls Markets and Stanton Enterprises McDonald's. And we want to thank them for that. But we want to talk about the players to watch. And tonight we unanimously feel that we need to mention Keontae Wingo for Chase. He was spark plug last week. That things were kind of in a lull, Coach, and then he came into the game and started hitting the line hard. And
the spark plug, definitely.
Yeah, and he got things rolling. So we want to watch him. But Madison has a young man. Madison has a young man that has tremendous ability and has been gaining a lot of yards too, hasn't he?
They have two very good running backs, but the main one is number 21, Ian Blankenship. He's had 330 yards. Ivan, excuse me.
Yeah.
He's had 330 yards in the last 3 games now they played.
Yeah, he's piling on the yards. So it should be interesting tonight to see who can have the better run game going because they do have the ability to do that. But I know Coach Sosby, he's going to spread that ball out and he's going to get it around in space.
So as far as you know, over the last couple of games, they're not the average, but they've thrown for 575 yards so far. So that's real good. Where if you're looking at what Madison does, they've only thrown the ball for 300. So yeah, that's where it balances out, run versus pass.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a very good contest, we feel like. And so we want to, thank everybody for joining us. And we especially want to thank Chad Medford of Chad's Video Service for all the video graphics and commercials. Chad makes our job a whole lot easier. We don't have to set anything up. And if you're getting married soon, or if you want to convert your old treasured VHS tapes to DVD or video file, and if you're trying to think about what video file is, he's putting it on a hard disk or a flash drive or whatever
you need,
just so that you can store it and keep it and have it available. Please give Chad a call at 828-429-5148.
All right, Coach. I'm going to go ahead and kind of give her through the defensive starters from Madison High School right quick. And since they're visitors, I'm not going to call their complete name out.
I got you.
Starting on defense is number 2, Bartlett, and number 3, Gauntlet, defensive backs. We've got Norton, number 8, starting defensive back. We have, as a linebacker, we have 19, Jones. Number 21, Blankenship. He plays both ways. Massey is the other running back also. He's playing linebacker also. They've got number 61 is West. He's playing defensive line. You've got defensive line also is Gage, number 62. Jessup, number 65. And then they've got Willis, number 79, and Shipman, number 80. They've got about 6 guys going both ways, Coach.
Well, the starters on offense for Chase High School are some of the same folks that we had. I think we only had one difference, but that was number 0, Tyrell Johnson, number 1, Darren Tipton, number 4, Jason Harden, number 6, Keontae Wingo, number 7, Trajan Littlejohn, number 9, Caden Boyce, and we have number 50, Jalen Backus, number 55, Chance Davis, 56, Logan Hill, and 57, Parker Bradley, and 72, Tucker Miller. And tonight we're going to have Garrett McGinnis is doing all of the kicking because we got him on the roster now, but we knew that he was doing it all anyway because his dad told us down at Gaffney at the scrimmage. So
PAT and kickoff, yes.
Absolutely, PAT and kickoff. So we're not far from the start. Coach, for some reason I missed the whole toss of the coin. That's what I was pointing at, is just for you to get the toss of the coin and see who remembered it. But I have no idea. We'll find out here in just a few seconds as they're coming on onto the field. Chase has entered here at the farm. They're coming in through the band, and the band is being very supportive. We had the national anthem earlier, the flag flying at half-mast. It's been some more kind of week this week.
It has.
And we all across the nation. So our hearts go out to each and every person that is hurting especially from this coming week, but especially if they're hurting at all.
It looks like we're going to be kicking off. Don't know whether we deferred or whether probably it's what happened. We deferred.
Probably did. They won the toss last week. And as you know, the visiting team gets to call the toss. So
it helps when you have a two-tailed coin. They call heads all the time.
I heard that. Well, that would be interesting. So here we go. We're lining up with the Trojans are going to be kicking off, and Madison, the Patriots, they're going to be receiving. Trojans are defending the scoreboard over to the left and to our left. And the Patriots will be defending the end where the field house is to our right. So as we sit here in the press box, as we're looking right to left. So we have Garrett McGinnis has got it all teed up, and we're getting ready to start this game. And we'll get to see the Trojans and the Patriots banging heads, Coach.
Yeah, number 2 is back to receive. That's Bartlett's one of the wideouts. Speedster for him.
Yes, sir. Ball's kicked deep, and it's all the way back to the 10-yard line. It's received, looks like, by number 3, Coach.
Yes, that is Galt.
And that is Galt. So he brings it all the way out to the 20. I'm trying to see where they're going to mark it. Maybe the 25.
Yes, sir.
So that'll be a David Norris first down. David Norris for district attorney, first down for the Patriots.
Don't forget to vote in 2026, and this was paid for by David Norris.
So here we go with the first play. I hate it. We were talking so much, I didn't pay attention to what kind of formations that they had or anything over there. Good thing we're not coaching tonight. So so it looks like you're in a pistol, kind of a power eye look pistol. So the ball is handed off to number 21 as he takes it around the left side. And that young man has a David Norris for district attorney first down for the Patriots. He moved the ball all the way out to the 39-yard line.
I tell you what, John Tay Wingo made a shoestring tackle there. He might have gone all the way.
He had the ability to take it. So here we are on the left hash as they are lining up now, and the power eye from shotgun set to the right, split to the right. And it's handed to number 21 again, and he's off to the right there. And they did a better job. They bounced it back inside and had some contain, and then the inside-out outside backer was able to make the tackle, Coach.
That was a good job there. Yeah, it's the old pistol setup, but it's got the running back on the side. That's what we're running a little bit right now.
Yes, sir. So that was a no gain, so that was bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots here from Madison. All right, we have a split to the left, and now we have just a pistol with a wing to the left. And quarterback prepares to take the snap. And it's back, and it's handed off to the inside.
Oh, good.
A lot of penetration from the Trojans, and the whole middle of the Trojans line drops him for looks
Fumble.
like a 3-yard loss, but no. Yes, sir, Coach. That was a turnover. I didn't see the ball come loose, Coach.
I didn't either until I saw him jumping up and down. I didn't see the ball at all, but it's
he was trying to fight for yards, and they knocked it loose. So that's the first big turnover, big play here. We say that there's 3 plays in this game that makes a big difference. You never know if it's going to be on the first play or anywhere in between from the last one. So here we go. Trojans take over with a David Norris for district attorney first down. Trips to the right, split to the left, one back off to the right. Quarterback rolls to his right.
Oh, it's wide open.
And it is wide open.
Good catch.
And that ball is caught.
He caught him out.
Caught him out of bounds. Wow, it looked like he got the 1 foot in, but that's going to be incomplete. That was to Trajan Littlejohn. wide receiver. That was number 7, right? Yes.
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 And the ball was thrown by the quarterback, Darren Tipton. So Tipton back when Wingo to his right. Still, we got a slot to the right and a slot to the left, tight slot to the left. Over on the left hash, ball's back. Tipton's prepared to throw, and he does. He throws it deep again, but it's over everyone's head. Falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Trojans here on the 35-yard line of the Madison Patriots.
That was actually a good call. Little John, got knocked off his route. It was wide open. If he hadn't got knocked off the route, it's a good job for Madison's defense.
So Wingo in motion to the right. He's set out, and the ball is thrown inside middle screen. And unfortunately, he ran into one of his own linemen that was trying to make a block, and it knocked him down. It's going to make it he picked up about 5 yards, and so that's going to bring up a 4th and 5, but the Trojans staying on the field. They're in that 4-down territory area unless they can kick a really long field. A lot of penetration, especially we both noticed on the left side.
Right.
So here we got a 1-back set, and that is Blankenship set to the left, and they handed the Blankenship up inside, and he carries the ball all the way out to the field for the Patriots of Madison.
Yeah, on that formation, they actually overloaded all the backs, like wing backs and nasty backs over here, and ran away from it, actually.
Yeah, they gave him 8 yards, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 for the Patriots. And, yeah, I missed that first down there, Coach, for the David Norris first down. I'm sorry.
David will forgive you for this one time.
I hope so. I hope so. So here we go.
See the formation there? They're packed inside there?
2nd and 2, yes, sir. It's kind of like one of those nasty sets. And it's handed off again, and he goes up inside, and that young man is off to the races. If number 10 can catch him, he did catch him, and he almost stripped the ball away from him. But the ball is carried all the way down to the 22-yard line. That's going to be a David Norris for District Attorney's first down for the Patriots. We did have somebody that could catch him, Coach.
Right.
And that was number 10 for Chase, who is Jaden Horton.
Yeah, that's the same play as the first time. They're loading up, but they're running over the right, which our left side A-gap. And so,
which, you know, I think they're using just a little misdirection from where they are overloaded at. So here we go. We set up with number 12. That is Caleb Griffin. And he's there with Blankenship in the backfield. Hands it off to Blankenship again. Blankenship bounces out to the right side. He hits one Trojan, runs over him, and takes him close to the sticks. Don't know where they're going to mark that one at because it looks like they went out of bounds.
15.
Okay, he got down to the 15-yard line, which is going to bring up a 2nd and appears like a long 2, Coach.
Right. Yeah, let's see. They might go back in that heavy package again, just to try to get its yardage.
They found something that they can do, as they saw in the alignment.
I don't know if it's a trap or what it is that they're doing.
I can't tell in the line right now. Maybe we can from this.
Yeah.
But here we go. We've got a lot of backs back here. We got 2 wings to the right, and then we Blankenship to the left. But he hands it, and it's going to be a speed
stripped the
sweep.
ball.
And he stripped the ball and takes it away and is running with it. And that is number, or is that 9? I'm not going to be able to see anything,
I
Coach.
can't either. They turn the lights off.
Why did they turn them off?
Yeah, that was number 8, Carlisle.
Yeah, 8. That's Tristan Carlisle. So here we go. We're in the dark, but here we go. We'll do the best we can, folks. Tipton here. There was a sideline warning from over to Madison. There will be nothing marked off. They're just actually giving them the warning. Tipton's back with Wingo to his right. And double slot, and he's back to throw, and he does throw it deep, and he throws it over the head of number 3, Bryson McSwain. So here we go, bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. They're getting the signals from the sideline.
Got trips left.
Tipton's back. He takes the ball and he rolls to his right, and he looks like he's going to pitch, but he keeps the ball. He gets all the way to the 45-yard line, which that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Trojans. I thought he was going to jerk his helmet off. So here we go.
Trips on the left, Wingo to the right.
And Tipton back to throw, and he throws underneath.
Great
and it is
catch.
complete to number 8, it appears. And number 8 is Tristan Carlisle. And that's going to be a David Norris for District Attorney, first down. Vote 2026. Paid for by David Norris. So that ball is all the way to the 47-yard line of the Patriots, and they are prepared to they've got a 3-man front, and they are spread out. So Wingo gets it up inside, and he's off rambling, and he finally gets hit at about the 38. Interesting to see where they mark it. That's exactly where they do mark it, at 38. So that's going to actually bring up a 2nd and 1 for the Trojans. Here we go. So Tipton back to take the snap. He does. He hands the Wingo up inside, and he's trying to slice over to the right. But we have, and Coach, I'm telling you, I can't see anything.
We have a Carolina Auto Finance penalty coming up. It's Carolina Auto Finance has your dream car on the lot. Like new super sharp cars, trucks, and SUVs can be yours with specialized financing plan.
With this deal, we're going to have to bring us a lamp or something in here.
Got to do something.
I know. These old eyes just don't see quite as good. So, folks, we also want to apologize. We know that the folks that are watching the game, they're able to hear us, but apologize because on the radio right now we're not being broadcast. We're having a lot of trouble with our C. But Trojans here, we have 37.5 left in the Meeple-Bledo first quarter. So here we go. We've got Griffin back.
Blankenship
set offset to his right. A bunch set over to the right behind the tackle. Ball snapped back. Blankenship takes it, and he's following a blocker. He takes it across the 50-yard line, and they carried him, and he kept running. 45, but they do mark it at the 46-yard line, and that's going to probably take us down to the end of the quarter unless they hurry up. So I'm looking over at the Raymond James scoreboard, and that time is getting down really quick, and we have Griffin back to take the snap. And they do take the snap. They hand it off to Blankenship again, across the 45-yard line. And that will be the end of the Meeple-Bledo first quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter, Meeple-Bledo second quarter, beginning in 30 seconds.
We got anything at all? Yep.
All right.
He needs to get one of those. That
yeah,
work for us.
That right.
Hey, when it's time to start looking for another vehicle, Come and experience the difference and selection at Carolina Auto Finance. We're a family-owned and operated business for over 20 years. When you shop with us, you're not just buying a car, you're joining the family. Whether your credit is great, not so great, or you're just getting started, we've got options for you. We'll work with multiple lenders. We offer gap coverage and warranty contracts because buying a vehicle should feel good today and tomorrow. For honest service, affordable options, come see us at Carolina Auto Finance, where the deals are real and the people are even better. Lowe's Boulevard, Forest City.
Welcome back to football Friday night here with WAGY 107.5 FM and KTC Broadcasting. We want to apologize for the drop of the signal. We have switched over equipment, and the router is now hopefully working correctly, and we will be able to continue that without that happening again. We're working really hard to try to get the right equipment when we're down here at Chase because the signal is so weak. We even had with our phones trying to look up scores for checking other games. We couldn't do it because we couldn't get on the internet. So here we go. We have a third down now, and it appears like 11 for the Patriots. They're on the Trojan 44-yard line, and that's number 12 that Griffin turns out and throws to number 3 complete.
That's Kevin Galt.
And he catches the ball all the way down to the 36-yard line, which is going to bring up a fourth down.
And long three, it looks.
3, yep. Sure does. So here we go. Let's see what they got up their sleeve here. It's getting a big bunch set. I wonder if that's going to be a long tush push if they get up here. But I don't think that's legal in high school ball, Coach.
No, it's not.
All right, we have a timeout.
And the people are even better. Lowe's Boulevard, Forest City.
Welcome back to the farm. Welcome back to the farm as we have a big fourth down coming up. It's going to be fourth and a long 3 as the Patriots are prepared to take a snap, but they do not decide to keep it, but they're faking it. And he's rolling to his right, and he takes it down the sidelines all the way, it appears, down to the 29-yard line, or maybe he's going to mark it on the 30. And that would be a first down. But I see one of those yellow flags laying down there, Coach. That is a Carolina Auto Finance flag on the field. Let's see what it is. That is holding by the Patriots, and that's going to take them back 10 yards now. So that will be a 4th and 13. If you go by Carolina Auto Finance, because they have your dream car on the lot, like new super sharp cars, trucks, and SUVs. Please see Darren Vassey. Super sharp cars, trucks, and SUVs. Please see Darren Vassey. Now I believe they're going to punt, Coach. Yes, sir. Came up, and the ball lands about the 22-yard line, but it takes a Patriot roll and rolls all the way almost to the 12 or 11, I believe, where they're going to mark it. That's going to be a David Norris for district attorney first down, and where the Trojans will take over here in this Meade-Poblito second quarter. So the score, as we look at the Raymond James scoreboard, it is 11 for the Trojans and 0 for the Patriots from Madison. As the Trojans are now getting the signals from the sidelines, we have trips out to the left and we have split to the right. Wingo to the left, but the ball comes up and Tipton throws deep, and he hits him on the run, and he's across the 50-yard line, and that again is number 0.
And he's pointing first down. He got a 15-yard penalty.
And that is first down. Help me, Coach.
That's Tyrell Johnson.
Tyrell Johnson. There's somebody needs to let these young men know they can't do that stuff that they do on TV, because high school sports are called a lot stricter than the things that are on Saturday and especially on Sunday. So when he got up and he pointed that first down, you see it every ball game, people doing that. and but you can't do it here because it's considered unsportsmanlike.
But, Coach, he called that a personal. I mean, not a personal foul. He called it a personal foul hitting instead of unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, but that was the Carolina Auto Finance first penalty.
Yeah, Carolina Auto Finance has your dream car on the lot, like new supercars. Go by and see Darren.
So we have Chase's quarterback, number 1, Tipton, with Wingo off to his right, and he takes a snap back. He's prepared to throw, and he does throw, and that ball is completed on the curl route there on the trip side, and that's completed to number 3.
Bryson McSwain.
And McSwain takes the ball all the way down inside the 35-yard line of the Patriots, and they're marking at the 34, and that's a David Norris. He throws inside. He's a little bit behind number 3, who is Bryson McSwain, and the ball falls incomplete. Brings up a 4th down and appears to be about 7 yards for a first down. Coach, what's your best play for 7 yards?
Well, his best play right now is running the curl again. Of course, they've got 4 guys over here covering the pass.
They do.
Possibly backside.
You got the numbers. You got a one-on-one over there on that right side. And I'm assuming if they have that guy matched up with him, he's got to be his best. Oh, and that's where he was going to go, Coach, because he was looking to throw, and he started to throw. But Tipton lost control of the ball, and the ball falls out of his hands, and he has to cover it because it's a live ball. And that brings them short for the 4th down try. So that gives a first down to the Patriots at their own 41-yard line, and that's a David Norris for district attorney, first down.
Make sure you go vote in 2026. This is paid for by David Norris.
So the Patriots come up, and they're ready there with Griffin back still at quarterback, and Ivan Blankenship is in the backfield, flanked to his right. They have like a nasty set, 2 wing backs there to the left and a split to the left. Ball's handed off to 20 for about 6 yards, it appears, Coach.
Yeah, it is. Turn of events right here. Chase has got to stiffen their back right now. Can't feel sorry for yourself. You've got to get in there and start working for it.
Well, the reality is each team has shown glimpses of big plays.
Right.
And anything can happen on any of these. And defensively, you don't want big plays. So
no. Unless it's big plays for fumbles and stuff.
Yeah, and turnovers. That's the kind of big play you're looking for on defense and pick sixes. So, but the thing is, we've got a 2nd down and 4 now for the Patriots. And that takes Blankenship over to the right side of Griffin. Griffin's ready to receive the snap, and he does. And they take it back. Looks like just the same thing that they just ran. And Blankenship keeps spinning. He spins a lot.
Yeah,
but that extends the ball out a lot too when you do the spinning, unless you keep that thing high and tight. But it's hard to do that. But he did pick a first down.
That's what happened before. He was spinning out, and the contained man come in there and knocked it loose when it happened.
Yes, sir. So that was a David Norris for district attorney, first down for the Patriots. That ball is all the way to the 49-yard line, Coach. It wasn't a 51. It's 49.
49 going in.
So here we go.
And right now in Meeple-Lido, 2nd quarter, 7:20 to go. It is Chase Trojans 11 and Madison.
And you
0.
got that off the Raymond James scoreboard, didn't you,
That's
Coach?
right, I did.
Go by and see Raymond James, and they will take care of you. That's Matt and Deacon Bright. And now they have the ball handed off there from to Blankenship from Griffin, and he carries it around the left side, and he doesn't get contained until he gets to the sidelines. And that was about a 5-yard pickup. He's right across they marked it short of it, so it was a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Patriots of Madison.
Got to maintain
they are huddled
contain.
Up here. And they're sticking pretty much with that nasty set with the 2 wing backs. And
that's where they had the success with.
Yes, sir.
And they're not running to the nasty that much.
No.
Yeah, they're running away from it a lot, but sometimes not.
All right,
now it's
nasty to the left and split to the left. Running backs to the right of the quarterback. And the ball's handed off.
Reverse.
And they ran a reverse here. Only problem is that ball was handed to number 2. And number 2 for Madison is Dallas Bartlett. And Bartlett just doesn't seem to have the speed to get on the edge, Coach.
No, he doesn't.
Not like what Blankenship has. I'm wondering where their Massey is. If he's hurt or something's going on, why he's not playing. But we haven't seen him at all. So here we go. Lining up, that is number 3 coming wide for the Patriots. That is Gavin Galt.
Massey is actually the blocking back, Coach.
Yes, sir, he is. And he's set up both of them to the right. And it's snapped back, and it's handed to Blankenship, and he carries it up inside. And he gets about a yard or 2, but it's going to be close to the first down. But it appears they're going to mark it about a yard short. Nope, they gave it to him. They spotted it as a first down with his momentum because he was carrying it forward, and then he got hit hard by a DB coming up in a hurry. So he made a big lick on him. That young man is carrying a lot of weight tonight, carrying that ball one time right after the other because he's taking some big licks.
Yeah, he's carried all about 5 times tonight, maybe 6.
So as we look here, Griffin back in the shotgun, and he has Blankenship to his right.
See, we're out flanked over there, Coach.
Yeah,
look at it.
Yes, sir, because they've got 2 guys there, and if they can get an edge on that one, he's off to the races. But he set the edge. That was a great job, Coach. But that outside linebacker, yes, sir, he sure did. He set the edge, and he almost boxed it rather than taking it with the shoulder.
Right.
But he made him make a decision to turn it up. The bad part about it is he picked up over 10 yards when he turned it up, and that's going to be a David Norris for district attorney first down again for the Patriots. And that ball is down to the 26-yard line.
See, Boyce came through the line from nose guard position right there and actually had him, just couldn't wrap up because he was getting forward.
As the handoff was.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Just didn't get him. So here we go. We have a little bit of hold up by the officials. I think we had an equipment problem here, and they allowed them to make a switch because somebody had to come out, and that was for the Trojans. So here we go. We got the nasty to the left, split to the left. Now we're in a pistol look with the running back Blankenship in the I formation. Here we go, and Griffin takes a snap, and he hands off again to Blankenship around the left side, and he's picking up yardage, Coach.
We're not playing enough contain on that. We need somebody to set the corner right off the bat. But they can run power when it's too far outside.
The young man that's doing the play, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's just not very big.
Right, that's true.
And when they're sending those 2 big guys out there to block him, he's doing all he can, but, you can't do but so much.
Yeah, you can't cut them anymore.
No, you sure can't. So here we go. Used to take when you got 2 men heading at you, take your kneecaps out.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Blankenship. That's 22 came in the game. That is Massey. And the ball wasn't. It faked
12.
to him.
That's 12,
and that was 12. That was Griffin who kept the ball. But it looks like he didn't get quite to the line of scrimmage, but I think they're going to give him the line of scrimmage. He took a hard hit right there at the end of that play. So that's going to bring up a third, and looks like 6.
Blankenship's on his way back in.
A short 7 or 6. So here we go with a big play here for the Patriots. As I look over at the Raymond James scoreboard, there is 4:05 left in the Maple Toledo second quarter with the score 11-0 in favor of the Trojans.
And both back.
And we had him roll to the right. That's Griffin rolling to the right. He throws back inside, completed to number 2, and that is Dallas Bartlett. And that's all the way down to the 14-yard line. And that'll be a David Norris for district attorney. First down for the Patriots. So they've put together an impressive drive right here, Coach.
They have a couple of penalty aids on top of it, but basically a good drive. Chase hasn't adjusted to the formation right now.
Well, what I'm feeling from what I see it's kind of like the gas has run out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of enthusiasm. They're just making the plays.
Right.
Right now instead of like I'm wanting to annihilate somebody. So a tight formation here, which is set, and the ball is handed again. And he keeps driving. He's got some strong legs, Coach.
They're hitting him.
Yeah, they're hitting him hard, and he's got some strong legs. He drug them all the way to near the 10-yard line. And so that's going to bring up a second down, and appears to be like 7 for the first down. But we're looking at the clock here on the Raymond James scoreboard, and that's 2:45 remaining in the Meepa-Bledo second quarter, and with score still 11 for Chase and 0 for Madison. But Madison is knocking on the door. So here we go from the 11-yard line, 2nd and 7. And we come out with a split, and we have the nasty set over to the right. Blankenship's over to the left. Griffin prepared to take a snap. He does, and he fakes it, and he hands it to number 2, who is on a hard sweep to the left.
Got a penalty.
And that young man had the speed to get there, but yes, sir. That's Carolina Auto Finance flag on the field, Coach.
They're in Lowe's Boulevard in Far City. Come on by and see Darren. Get the car of your dreams.
So here we go. Let's see what they call on this one, Coach. Holding. Yeah, they're getting a lot of holding calls against them. Maybe that's why he got around the end.
And Coach, this complete overload, they've only got a left guard and tackle. Then they've got a center, and you got guard, tackle, tight end, and split end all on this one side with the extra back.
But the bad thing about that, Coach, is that play was called on the side opposite.
It was the weak side.
That was the hold.
Reverse, yeah.
No need to hold over there.
That's true.
Just stop him. I mean, just keep him from penetrating. And if he wants to run in lateral pursuit, let him run. I mean, because you're not talking about a 4.4 40 guy. So here we go. It's back second and look back 13, and the ball is thrown up, and that appears that's another Carolina Auto Finance penalty flag on the field. That could be interference here, Coach.
It is going to be. Carolina Auto Finance has your dream car on the lot, like new super cars, trucks, and SUVs can be yours with a specialized finance plan to order to fit your lifestyle.
So we have right here with the penalty being marked off against the Trojans. They're taking that on the pass interference down to they can't make up their mind yet.
Yeah, going to be 10. Yeah, that was more of a face guarding. The defender never turned back to try to make a play on the ball. He just got his hands up and kind of run through the receiver out there. They're going to sleep on backside. That's what's happening right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They've laureled you to death, going strong, inside strong. Then all of a sudden, the reverse was a touchdown callback.
They call pass interference. And that takes the ball down to the 8-yard line of the Trojans. But it's still going to be second down.
About 4. Maybe 5.
1, 2, 3, 5. Well, almost 5. Almost
4 3/4.
Yeah, there you go. So there's still a lot of discussion going on with the sidelines over at Madison right now. I guess getting an explanation. Maybe I'm just real dumb, Coach, but I thought that was a personal foul, pass interference. And I thought personal fouls were automatic first down.
It is in pro, it's automatic. But
I know.
I don't think it. I think it's just in high school. It's only 15-yard penalty.
Well, I thought
it's pass interference. Yeah,
it was pass interference, so it's not automatic. So here we go. Ball's handed up inside.
That's the first.
I guess
down,
it didn't matter because now number 21 carried it inside the first down marker, and that's going to be a David Norris for district attorney first down and first and goal for the Patriots, and that's going to be from the 2-yard line. It appears, Coach.
Going quick huddle or quick snap.
Yep. Just don't fake themselves out. That's the only thing they can do is a jump or something like that when you get too big of a hurry. So here we go. The Patriots have shown a lot of potential with their offense tonight.
Oh, yes.
But they've had a lot of mistakes where they fumbled the ball or had the ball stripped from them. And this is their best opportunity to put points on the board. We're looking at 122 on the Raymond James scoreboard, and it is 11-0 in favor of the Trojans, and there's 122 remaining in the Meade-Pueblito second quarter. But
we have
there's
a
timeout.
Raymond James Financial timeout now.
Yes, sir.
Take timeout and go by and see Raymond James Financial Services. See Matt and Deacon Bright.
We'll be back on WAGY in 30 seconds.
Hey, when it's time to start looking for another vehicle, come and experience the difference and selection at Carolina Auto Finance. We're a family-owned and operated business for over 20 years. When you shop with us, you're not just buying a car, you're joining the family. Whether your credit is great, not so great, or you're just getting started, we've got options for you. We'll work with multiple lenders. We offer gap coverage and warranty contracts because buying a vehicle should feel good today and tomorrow. For honest service, affordable options, come see us at Carolina Auto Finance, where the deals are real and the people are even better. Lowe's Boulevard, Forest City.
Welcome back to the farm here, and we're at Chase High School getting for a big play here. It's actually first down from the 2-yard line of the Trojans for the Patriots of Madison. They have yet to score in this game, in this contest, but the Trojans have scored twice, and they actually got the 2-point conversion to make it 11 here on the Raymond James scoreboard, and there's only 1:22 left in the second quarter, the Meade-Pueblito second quarter, and we've got a really tight set right now with the quarterback under center, which is unusual. And he is getting ready to take it, but there comes to be another yellow flag on the field, and that's Carolina Auto Finance penalty.
Carolina Auto Finance has your dream car, truck, or SUVs. Specialized financing.
I think it's offsides on Chase, but they moved it half the distance up to the 1. So here we go.
That's a push.
That was a push, and you know what? I know it's really not supposed to be able to be done in high school football, but I think they're fibbing on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're kind of letting them get away with it a little bit.
Well, it's just the 2 backs. It wasn't the whole team.
Yeah, it wasn't the whole team.
The old scrum
but
push, yeah.
That was a touchdown, Coach.
That's right.
And that was a score there. That was a Fountain Electric touchdown, and we forgot to tell them about the one for when the Trojans called too. And we're providing electrical services and contracting across the region, also offering Fountain Auto more at fountainelectric.com. And the extra point was kicked by number 2, who is Dallas Bartlett, and that now makes the Raymond James scoreboard 7 for the visitors from Madison and 11 for the Trojans of Chase. And we'll be right back in 30 seconds with Football Friday Night with Rick and Randy.
At Raymond James, we believe in the power of freedom. The freedom to invest in your future, to make choices that align with your goals, and to pursue success with confidence. Experience the freedom to invest, the freedom to make choices, and the freedom to pursue your success with our dedicated team. Contact us today. Raymond James, life well planned.
We have 1:18 remaining in the Meade-Pueblito second quarter here, and before the half ends, and we get started with a halftime show, and that will be actually from the Farm Bureau of Rutherford County, managed by Matt Lauder. And we're getting ready now for Madison Patriots. They just scored a touchdown to bring the score 11 for Trojans and 7 for the Patriots. And they're going to kick off with 1:18 remaining in this half. So here we go. And we have, that is number
18, Alex Morales Valdez.
And he's prepared to kick off, and he does kick the ball. He kicks it deep. He kicks it and bounces about the 11 and rolls all the way in the end zone for a touchback. So
they got lucky there.
Yes, sir. Actually, it still should be 1:18 on the clock, but now it says 1:11 because until somebody touches that ball, that's not supposed to tick off anything. But here we go, Coach. The Trojans here have 1:11 remaining, and that is a David Norris for district attorney first down for the Trojans. So here we go. We're going to see how they're going to play this, Coach. Are they going to play conservative, or are they going to play it like wide open?
I don't think
that can go two ways.
I don't think Sosby plays real conservative. He might be a little safer with it.
But it can either backfire or it can be a big win for you. One of the two. So quarterback takes a snap, tipped, and he keeps it up the middle. He's got him a first down, and he's rolling to the sideline.
Now you 15
and
more.
Then he gets 15 more because that is a Carolina Auto Finance late hit penalty.
Hit out of bounds. That's right. Carolina Auto Finance have the car of your dreams. Come see their cars on the lots next to Lowe's.
So, it's the thing like you see, you run a draw or you run a screen and see if you can get him big yardage. And now with adding that penalty on, that is big yardage. That's going to take them close to the 50-yard line.
But Coach Tipton set that guy up on that one. He took off running and slowed down. And
he did. He did.
Set him
well,
up.
that looked like the Chiefs. I don't think he's getting away with that now like he used to. So, but here we go. We got Tipton sitting back. We have Wingo to his left. Double slot, snap back, and throws. And he throws out to number 3, I think it is, who caught the ball because it's getting far on that other side. And it's
that's going to be McSwain, Bryson McSwain.
Bryson McSwain catches it complete. The bad part about it, he didn't get out of bounds, so they're having to call a timeout right now.
I think that's the second one they've used.
And that's 59.1 seconds remaining. We'll be back. WAGY FM. In 30 seconds.
Call Wilson Septic Service for bad smells or slow drinks. They're the company with the most experience keeping systems clean and customers happy since 1962. From septic pumping, inspections, repairs, installs, and holding tank rentals. Wilson Septic Service does it all, fast and affordable. Remember, avoid flushing sanitary pads, flushable wipes, know your tank's location, and never build or plant anything on your tank or drain field. Call 828-245-9387. Wilson Septic Service, number 1 in the number 2 business.
Welcome back from the Raymond James Financial Timeout. Take a timeout and call Raymond James Financial Services in Forest City. See Matt and Deacon for all your needs.
Well, that's going to make it 2nd and 3 after this timeout, Coach, and for the Trojans, but they're on the Patriot 41-yard line. Now, I have to say, when I watched the Bills and the Ravens play the other night, and they had 2 plays and they covered in 17 seconds so they could kick a field goal, that was pretty impressive. So let's see what the Trojans can do here with that 58 seconds. But we got
Carolina Auto Finance penalty. Back moved on it, so go by Lowe's Boulevard and see Darren at Carolina Auto Finance. I'll get it out in a minute, Coach.
It's all good, Coach.
Trying to look down and look up at the same time.
They know we got a lot to say.
Right.
We got a lot to say, so they know we're trying hard, and we'll try to get their names out just as much as we possibly can. So here we go. Tipton's back. We get Wingo to the right, trips to the left, split to the right. Snap back. He's dropped straight back, but he's getting pressure, and he rolls to his left, and he could keep it, but he throws it, and it's caught to number 7. And They are calling that after he caught it, then he fumbled it. I'm just not so sure about that, Coach. I don't know that he had.
I don't think he had possession.
I don't think he had possession long enough. But this is high school football. If the play is called, the play is called. We can't go back and watch a replay. So that's what it comes down to. We have 46 seconds remaining in the Meade-Toledo second quarter. Who, with the Raymond James scoreboard, 11 for the Trojans, 7 for the Patriots from Madison. Now they're in the same boat, Coach, because they have the ball at their own 41-yard line.
Got to play tough D.
Yeah, we sure do. So here we go, as they have a slot to the left and 2 running backs.
Pass.
Set for the pass, and that's number 12.
Ooh, gosh, you almost
who throws, and that could have been a pick 6 if that it'd have been just a half a second faster.
I think that was Jaden Horton, number 10, that broke that.
Yes, sir.
He was looking
I believe
good.
You're right. You're right. He broke on it really at a good time.
I think he could have got it, but he's wanting to make sure that they didn't catch it. So
yes, sir.
That's smart.
So here, that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Patriots, and 39.6 seconds remaining in the Meade-Toledo second quarter. Stop by and get some delicious food there at Meade-Toledo. They do have good food.
Definitely.
So here we go. Trojans on defense from the 41 of the Patriots, and quarterback is rolling to his left. That was Griffin. He tries to scramble and get it back up, but I think they might have dropped him for about a half a yard for a sack.
I think that's the last timeout, and it is a timeout, of course. Raymond James Financial timeout. Come on by and see Deacon and Matt and see if they can get you some set up for your finances.
Yes, sir. And they'll take the time to be able to sit with you.
Definitely.
And talk it over. So we're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back with the Rick and Randy Show here on WAGY.
If you're looking for a great deal on a late model vehicle, come see us at L&L Auto Sales in Ellenboro, where salvage title rebuilds mean serious savings. We specialize in clean, reliable late model rebuilds that look and drive like new for thousands less than retail. Whether it's that SUV you always wanted or that diesel truck, come see what's in stock. Check the Facebook page. Call Alex Ledbetter to see what L&L Auto Sales may have for you. 828-447-0181.
Welcome back as Madison here is preparing for a 3rd and 10 situation from their own 41-yard line with 28.8 seconds remaining in the Meade-Toledo second quarter. The ball is snapped back to Griffin, who is prepared to throw, and he throws a little short.
Interception.
He throws a short screen pass intended for number 2, but it is intercepted. It appears to be number 9 for the Trojans.
That is Caden Boyce.
And Boyce intercepted the ball. Now, they're right back in that same situation, Coach.
With less time.
With less time, 22.9 seconds. They're leading 11-7. They'd love to get some points on the board before the half. They do get the ball back at the half, so that means that they could double score if everything works out. But here we go. If you got a big play that could, Coach, that would be able to set somebody up all by themselves, this would be the time to do it. Might have to fool them a little bit, but
they're in prevent defense back there.
Yes, sir, they do. Trips to the left, split to the right, wingo to the left. Comes up and fires really quick out to number 0, and 0 is
Tyrell
Johnson. And Johnson steps right out of bounds, and that was a good job, Coach.
I really think if they can get down to the 20-yard line, McGinnis has
give him
a chance.
Yes. I think you're right. So here we go, Tipton back out. He's prepared to take the snap. Wingo same set, and Wingo fires to the – this is a tunnel screen underneath to number 7, and he's taking the ball all the way down to the 22-yard line, and I think that should be about the last one that the Trojans have, and that was Little John.
Timeout.
Trojan Little John.
They got time for a quick out if they take it, but that's all. It's got to be very quick.
9.6. I mean, the thing is, you got to get out of bounds.
That's right.
Immediately.
It's got to be thrown
there's
on
no
the
time.
sideline.
There's no time to be tackled in bounds and then run up and clock it. You don't I don't think you have
No,
enough time.
you can't time the clock.
In high school ball.
Yeah,
I
right,
mean,
yeah.
because they haven't practiced that probably enough. Now, he can make a liar out of me right fast.
Well, that's where I'm saying if he can throw
and that
a
would
quick,
be okay if he does.
If he can throw a quick out here at the 15-yard line, real quick, like, I mean, up, snap it, and run out of bounds, and that's 5 yards closer.
But I'll just tell you this: if I'm standing on the sidelines and I'm having to call the play, and you're convincing me to do it, I'm thinking there ain't no way they'll be able to get that to get up there and clock it and get it down and then get the ball set up so that we can kick it.
It's got to be thrown out of bounds. I don't know if you got times for a Hail Mary, as far
well,
as
I'd go to I'd do anything, I'd go to the one-on-one out here on this right and go for a
or slant with him. Look at it, slant.
Yeah, slant was wide open right there. So here we go, tipped and ready to throw, and he's holding to his left,
he's open.
And he throws it deep, and he throws it too deep, and that ball's going to be incomplete with 1 second remaining in the Meeple-Bledo second quarter.
Great catch.
It was. He dove out, caught it perfectly, but his legs weren't long enough,
right.
Coach.
That's right.
His legs just weren't long enough.
He was toe tapping and everything.
Well, he appears to be like a 5'8" or 5'7" receiver, and if he would have been 6'8", he might could have pulled that one in. So here we go. One last play. He's back. There's no way he could do anything different. He throws the ball to number 7.
Got it.
Who catches it?
He didn't give him a touchdown.
He didn't give the signal. He didn't give the signal.
He get it. The other guy give it. Yeah, he was in.
Okay, that is a touchdown. Miraculous play here. He caught it over his outside right shoulder and caught it and ran barely inside the pylon.
That is a fountain of electric first down here, providing electrical service. Touchdown, excuse me. Providing electrical services contract across the county.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he didn't go up. No, we've got a fake here, and he throws the ball out, which is going to fall short. The guy caught it. Receiver caught it, but it was the same. It was the same receiver. That was number 7, Coach. And number 7 is Trojan Littlejohn, who caught that touchdown pass. So as we look at the Raymond James scoreboard with no time remaining here in the first half, and that is the Meeple-Bledo second quarter, brings the score to 17 for the Trojans of Chase High School and 7 for the guest of Madison Patriots. So we're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be right back with Rick and Randy on WAGY 107.5 and KTC Broadcasting.
Listen up, folks. Let me give you some good advice. For home building projects, Henson Building Materials in Forest City is where the pros go for a good reason. Henson's has #1 grade lumber of all kinds, including treated lumber, plywood, tools, roofing, cabinets, windows, and doors. Everything you need for your project, large or small. Delivery same or next day. Take my advice and go to Henson Building Materials. You'll hit the nail on the head. 177 Duke Street, Forest City. Vote David Norris, District Attorney, March 2026. A Rutherford County native, David Norris has 30 years of legal experience with nearly 23 in the District Attorney's Office as an Assistant DA. David has proven his ability to fight and prosecute difficult cases. David Norris is a veteran of 16 years serving in the U.S. Army. If you believe that our criminal justice system needs change, vote David Norris, District Attorney, March 2026, paid for by David Norris for District Attorney.
Looking to refresh your wardrobe and make a difference in your community? Visit the Rutherford County Habitat for Humanity Clothing Center. Discover fantastic deals on clothes, jewelry, luggage, and shoes, all while supporting a great cause. Every purchase helps provide safe, affordable housing for families in need. Shop today and uncover unique finds that make you look good and feel even better. Visit 269 West Main, Forest City, or call 828-299-3118.
Ready Ready for a career change, new skills, or finishing what you started? Now's the perfect time at Isothermal Community College. If you live in Polk or Rutherford County, your education could be free with a Powers Promise or Next NC Scholarship. Explore programs in healthcare, skilled trades, IT, business, and more with little to no cost for qualifying residents. Fast-track options like truck driving and EMS get you working quickly. With flexible schedules, online classes, and strong support, your dream is within reach. Visit isothermal.edu or call today to learn more.
That could be happening in your backyard with a stop at Pool Supplies Unlimited in Allenboro. Pool Supplies Unlimited specializes in above-ground pools, and they carry products for in-ground pools. Plus, see their selection of hot tubs in stock. Get free water testing, and they have all of your pool chemicals. So dive in now to Pool Supplies Unlimited, 125 East U.S. Highway 74 Business in Allenboro. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 12 noon. Closed on Wednesday. Call 828-453-8081 and like them on Facebook too.
Bears, football, and cool nights by the fire. The drop-in stores have you covered. Right now, get Prime and Prime Energy drinks, 2 for $4. 20-ounce Cokes and 16-ounce Monster drinks. Buy 2 and get 1 free. 6 packs of Coke products, 2 for $6.50, and the list goes on and on. And check out the daily specials. Chicken biscuits, $2.99. Chicken strip baskets, $5.99. You'll fall in love with all these fall specials at your nearest drop-in. Check them out today. Drop-in food stores, your hometown convenience store since 1981. Olmsted Plumbing hopes you're enjoying the summer heat safely. Yes, it's officially summer. Time to plan for longer days and shorter nights. Maybe it's time for you to go plumb crazy and get that outdoor kitchen you've always dreamed of. Or get an outdoor shower for the patio. Or get that yard hydrant closer to the garden. Remember, preventative maintenance can avert a catastrophe this summer. But if you have a plumbing emergency, call the guys at Olmsted Plumbing, 828-245-7302. Online at olmstedplumbing.com. Get back to loving your plumbing and loving your summer. Hear that? That's a big old Massey Ferguson getting ready for another day of work. And it could be you. Phil Sheehan at NC Tractor and Farm Supply in Rutherford invites you to head in and take advantage of up to $2,000 off select Massey Ferguson models with a cash payment. Or you can get 0% financing for up to 60 months and ask about rebates from $500 to $2,000 on select Bobcat mowers. Or get 0% financing up to 48 months. NC Tractor and Farm Supply, 299 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Online at nctractorandfarmsupply.com. Service, dependability, value, fast delivery, and more, all during the Labor Day all month long sales savings event at Kimball's Furniture in Forest City. Big lift recliners only $6.99. Sofas and love seats are $4.49 each. Reclining love seats are $7.49, and get ready for some football with a big 55-inch TV for $5.99. Labor Day savings all month long at Kimball's Furniture, 207 East Main Street, Forest City. No matter if you drive a classic or a brand new car or a so-called stump jumper or a tractor or lawnmower, you can always count on Tri-City Tire on Daniel Road in Forest City to keep you on the road. See them for your next set of tires, and they have the new top-of-the-line, state-of-the-art Hunter tire equipment, and they feature fast, friendly service. So if you're feeling flat, head to Tri-City Tire at Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment, located at 221 Daniel Road, Forest City. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 1 on Saturday. Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment in Forest City is proud to announce that they are now a full-service Bobcat dealer. That means they carry it all, from excavators to zero-turn mowers, from skid steers to tractors to side-by-sides. And hurry in now for the end of summer deals on the remaining Toro and Spartan mowers. Prices are below cost, below cost. Also products by Generac, Husqvarna, and Red Max. Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment, 221 Daniel Road in Forest City. Online at tricityoutdoor.com. This year's title sponsor for high school football on WAGY.
Welcome back. This is Ricky Millwood.
And Randy Page.
And we're back here at the farm covering Chase High School as they take on the visiting Patriots from Madison County. And, Coach, it's been a pretty interesting, exciting first half. The Trojans right now on the Raymond James scoreboard are leading 17-7. But the fact is that it could have had a lot more points by either team on here.
There was a lot of mistakes as far as penalties and just fumbles, interceptions, and things like that, and missed passes. I mean, both teams actually had the ball overthrown 2 or 3 yards for, about 3 times each. That could have been a big difference in the game.
Well, we thank you for spending the time to come and listen to us here at the halftime show. The Farm Bureau of Rutherford County sponsors it, and it's managed by Matt Lauder with agents you can trust and rely on. So please go by and see Farm Bureau for any insurance needs or anything that you have to do with farm, because I know my girls went by there to pick up some stuff and went and attended a 4-H thing, which led us to end up going to the farmers market in Forest City and selling some of our things out of the garden, so flowers and all kind of stuff. So go by and see them if you need any information about any of those things. But we want to try to give you a few scores here that we might have. The reception, like I said, is so bad. Of course, our score is Chase 17 and Madison 7. We have, I'll try to lay off the South Carolina scores unless people just start telling me they want to hear them. North Henderson is trailing at the half 24-14. Tuscola is winning that one so far. The one of interest here in the county is RS Central 7, Chesney 14 at the half. Shelby 14, West Lincoln 7 in the second quarter. West Henderson 34, Owen 0 in the third quarter. Polk County 35, Patton 0 at the half. Weddington Warriors from Matthews 21, Crest Chargers 3. Murphy 14, AC Reynolds 12. Irwin 13, Hendersonville 7. Asheville is 25, Asheville School, the Blues 7 in the third quarter. McDowell 40, Avery County 0. And Charlotte Catholic is leading Kings Mountain in the third quarter by a score of 14-7. Just of interest in South Carolina, Blacksburg, they are trailing Union County 13-0 at the halftime. And Burns, North Carolina, 28, Lincolnton 21 at the half. Rosman 20, Copper Basin Cougars from Tennessee 6. They played the one from East Henderson yesterday, and it was the varsity game, as it says here. And Franklin 59, East Henderson 0. Well, we as we already said, what RS Central's doing, but East Rutherford has a bye tonight, and we wish Coach Russ a good evening for being able to take some time off and be able to listen to WAGY 107.5 FM.
He's actually contacted us and realized that we're having about problems with our internet, and he's even offered to help scores with us and everything. Coach,
we
I appreciate
that.
Definitely
We sure do.
But tonight here is Hall of Fame night, and they also are recognizing Adrian Fox tonight as far as last year's state champion in wrestling. But as far as the Hall of Fame, we had Preston Walker from soccer honored as far as inducted to the Hall of Fame, and Chad Worm Watkins that played for us and coached with us many years.
Yes,
he
sir.
was football, basketball, and track all.
Yes, and he's put out a couple of pretty famous boys there. Carlo, who's is still playing, and no. He didn't. He got pulled back up.
Okay.
So
I got put on the practice squad for
he
a
was
while.
on practice squad, and he got pulled back up, I think, during the first game. So the last stance that I have, you know how that can change.
Oh,
it
yes.
can change from week to week.
Day to
or
day.
Day to day,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. So, and I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he can play and make contributions to them, but they have so many other factors that they factor into there. Like they got a young guy, and they've got to get him some playing time, and
if they need the numbers for a receiver or something like that.
Yeah, got to put somebody down so you can bring somebody else up in another position. So
he's with the organization and getting paid. We know that.
Absolutely, and we wish him the best.
Definitely.
So, we're always pulling for him. But as we look right here, I'll just have to say, next week I will not be here because I'm having some surgery on Monday morning. And I know I won't be ready to go to the next game, but it's going to be at East Rutherford next week, correct, Coach?
Yes, sir.
And they are hosting High Brighton there, which should be a good contest. High Brighton is known for having pretty good football teams, and we know East has a good football team.
Definitely.
So we know that could be a good contest. Chase is going to travel to West Caldwell, and RS Central will host Drone at their home. And Thomas Jefferson, they will have an interesting ride. They're going to ride all the way to Albemarle and take on Albemarle, which it wasn't too many years ago. They were state champions.
I hope they charter a bus.
Yeah, that's a pretty good ride. So that's what we're looking at next week. So we're going to take another 3-minute break, and we'll be back here at WAGY 107. But I got to say one thing. I got to give a shout out to Phil Burleson, one of your old buddies.
Burl.
Yeah, and we got to see him. I got to see him this morning. So and it's always good to see him too. And I'm not going. I'm still going to do it again. I'm going to shout out to my grandson Everett because he's a card. He gets his first soccer match tomorrow. Oh. So 3-year-old soccer match. You know I'm going to be riveted on that. So. Right. But we'll be back with WAGY 107.5 FM and KTC Broadcasting.
Big game, big appetite. Swing by Mi Pablito for the ultimate victory. From sizzling fajitas to over 100 mouth-watering dishes, we've got you covered no matter your craving. How about fried ice cream, brownies, and funnel cake fries that will score big with your sweet tooth? Come see us at Rutherfordton and Forest City or order ahead at mepubs.com. Stay connected on Facebook and Instagram too at Mi Pablito Mex, because good food is always worth cheering for.
There's a lot of advantage packed into your Ingalls Advantage card. For starters, you get great discounts and advantage pricing throughout the store. You build up fuel points to save big money at the pump. You can link it to a school of your choice to reward them with supplies they need. You get weekly sales alerts on items you buy the most when you sign up for Advantage Mail, and even special perks around the holidays. So get the advantage with your Ingalls Advantage card. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
At Fountain Electric, we believe every home deserves exceptional electrical service. We are trustworthy, reliable, and hassle-free. Integrity and customer focus are the main values that guide us. We aim to build lasting relationships with homeowners based on respect and mutual trust. Fountain Electric, lighting your home, elevating your life. Contact us today.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Unlike football, life doesn't take a timeout, and anything can happen at any time. Unfortunately, anything isn't always a good thing. You need auto and life coverage, and agents. There for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need North Carolina Farm Bureau insurance. Timeout? Not even in our vocabulary.
Rutherford County Farm Bureau is at 153 Reservation Drive, Spindale. Call 828-287-2428.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Hi, can I get a... Get in the McDonald's. Ooh, can I get a...
Yeah, can I get a...
Go, Bubba, go!
Pick me! No, pick me! Hey, can I get a...
10-piece chicken McNuggets.
And what sauce would you like with that?
Leave no leaf unturned with the new Husqvarna leaf blower from Hardin Rentals and Sales in Forest City. Now take $50 off the Husqvarna 230i leaf blower, now $269.99, and price includes battery and charger. and trim it up with a Husqvarna 220 IL string trimmer. Now $50 off, sale priced at $279.99. Save 2 on commercial and residential mowers by Skag and Husqvarna. And they have roll-off dumpsters. Get yours today at Hardin Rentals and Sales, 365 Oak Street in Forest City, online at hardin-rentals.com.
Kohl's Carpet and Flooring since 1989 has been family owned and operated, providing affordable quality flooring. Kohl's has a huge showroom full of colors and styles, including water-resistant luxury plank vinyl and water-resistant laminate flooring. Quality hardwood by Bruce, carpet by Mohawk and Shaw, all price ranges. Flooring that'll look great for years to come. Kohl's offers free quotes and professional installation. 196 Chase I Road, Forest City. Visit Kohl's Carpet and Flooring soon.
All of us have those old VHS tapes that contains precious memories of our families. Why not let Chad Medford of Chad's Video Service preserve those memories by putting those old tapes on DVD or creating a digital file video? Call today at 828-429-5148.
Welcome back to the Rick and Randy Show on Waggy 107.5 FM and KTC Broadcasting. I just want to welcome you back also with the Farm Bureau of Rutherford County halftime show. And, Coach, we're, like I said, we talked a lot before we went off the air, and just a lot of could-haves, would-haves, and wouldn't that happened right now as far as things. They're played good. Just mistakes happen, penalties happen, but Chase is still on top right now. Maybe they made fewer mistakes than Madison did, but both teams seem to be explosive at times, and then other times not very effective.
Well, I was still thinking about them chicken wings over there. I'm sorry I wasn't thinking with you, Coach, but you're absolutely right. But and it's interesting because you go in and the things that we've seen, there's been mistakes. Just how's it going, Coach? There's been mistakes and stuff going on, here and there that kept them from both teams putting points on the board. But the fact is, they've had a time to go in there and talk to the kids, make the small adjustments. You can't change the offense from a wing tee to the wishbone, when you go in halftime.
Right, yeah.
But they try to avoid some of those mistakes, and it'll be interesting to see who is the most effective at making those adjustments at halftime, because it'll make a difference in this game.
As far as start of the game, you can tell they did the homework, because Chase was going to stop number 21, Blankenship, no question.
And
they did early on.
Yep.
But after time went through, they found ways to get him open.
Well, when they went to that nasty set, it made it harder because they were thinking they were running at that nasty, but they didn't always do that.
And also, you could tell that Madison was interested in stopping Wingo. They did a little early on, but when they threw a few passes and loosened them up, things started happening good for them.
Absolutely. So we're getting ready right now to start the second half as the Trojans are preparing to receive the ball. Madison's going to be kicking from our left to the right, and the Trojans are going to be going toward the scoreboard, defending the field house end. So as we're getting ready, and that is
we're starting the third quarter, mid of the third quarter.
But that was Gonzalez.
Yes, sorry, Gonzalez
Valdez, who kicked off, and that ball is kicked all the way back to number. I'm trying to get that one. They turned the lights out on us again. Number 8 for Chase. I
can't see anything.
I'm in the dark. Help me. That was Tristan Carlisle who brought the ball back to the 29-yard line, and that'll be a David Norris for district attorney first down for the Trojans. So here we go, 1st and 10. Tipton back, takes a snap. He's prepared to throw to the trip side to his right, and he does, but he throws it right into 21's hands, and that young man's inside the 20, all the way inside the 15, and he takes it out of bounds. So that puts the Patriots back in business here to try to even this score up and try to get closer. I I don't know. I was kind of in shock there, Coach, because I didn't see a Trojan jersey
No, not
in
where
the
he threw it.
vicinity where he threw it at.
He had a guy out on the flats that was open, but he also had a guy deep. He just threw it
Maybe
between
when
the
the
two.
lights went out up here, he couldn't see either, so I don't know. But I give him better credit than that. Something was wrong. Maybe somebody was supposed to be there, and they just weren't. But here we go, the defense. That's a David Norris for first down for district attorney. And we have number 21 to the left with the Griffin handing off to him, and he's coming to his right. This time he did run into the nasty set. And he takes that ball for about 4-yard gain, maybe 3, but takes it down to the 11, and that's going to bring up a second and looks like 7 for the Patriots. I mentioned those chicken wings, and there you go and get some. So here we go. All right, that's Blankenship was on the carry, and that was Griffin, quarterback. We'll have to see what kind of setup they've got here from the 11. They can still get a first down on the 4-yard line. So it appears, I don't know why we're holding up right here, but
I don't know.
Clock's running. But we're kind of sitting still.
They couldn't reset the play clock.
Play clock. There we go. Now we finally got it rolling.
It was on 50 seconds.
All right. Now Griffin is back in the shotgun. Blankenship to his left. Nasty set to the right. Split to the right. Takes snap. He hands off, but it was going to be a reverse. But they fumbled the ball, but Blankenship fell on the fumble and recovered for the Patriots, and that brings the ball back to the 16-yard line, which is going to make it a whole lot tougher here, Coach.
Right. It'll be third down.
And about 12.
About 12 to go on the right hash, but I'm going to say they're still going to go with a heavy set, and they're going to try to run the counter back to the left.
Yes, sir. I don't doubt that. But they have somebody coming in right here, number 2, who's coming in for Madison. And that's
Dallas
Bartlett. And we have a wide split to the left. And if I'm guessing, that's a one-on-one matchup there.
It is.
He handed it off to Blankenship up the middle, and he's inside the 10 down to the, they're going to mark it on the 9. Appeared that he fell further than that, but it's going to bring up a 4th actually they're putting it on the 10.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up like a 4th and 6. I'll tell you what, Coach, if I would have split somebody out that wide and I had a man and I had a 4-inch height difference on him, I would have thrown that ball up and let that boy saw if he could have caught it.
No question.
But that didn't happen. But they're lining up for the field goal. That's Morales Valdez, Alex.
Going for the one-score
preparing
game.
For the field goal. And he got the ball
up.
Oh,
no, missed it.
And he hits the upright, and it ricochets off, and it is no good. After all that good fortune that they had there that kind of fell in their lap, they come away with no points, which is great for the Trojans. They escaped. They escaped a big mistake there. So here we go. The Trojans now are going to get the ball back at their 20-yard line, and it's going to be a David Norris for district attorney. First down for the Trojans.
I'm through eating now, Coach. I'll talk with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Coach.
It's good eating.
All right, here we go. Tipton's back, and he has to his right Wingo, and Wingo takes it, and he's hit immediately. Yes, sir.
It still picks up maybe 1.5 to 2 yards, though.
So it's going to bring up a second. We'll say 8. We'll say 8 out of that. So here we go. Wingo to the right, trips to the right, split to the left. Now, it's a tight split because he's just on the outside of the numbers, and the hash, it's on the left hash the ball is. So here we go. We got now Wingo's moving to the right side. and we had something happen here in front of the line, and it's the quarterback Tipton is pointing over at Madison. Don't really know what that will be, but that is a
Carolina Auto Finance penalty, and that was for calling off the snap count on the defense.
Yep, I believe you're right on that one, Coach. I know we can't hear that, but all the indicators kind of give us that. So here we go, which that would hand off to Wingo up the middle, and he's scooting. He gets all the way up to the 35-yard line, and it appears there might be a face mask tacked onto that one. So here we go. Trojans now on the move.
Yep, it's going to be against
that is
Madison.
A David Norris for district attorney first down for Wingo.
But it's also a Carolina Auto Finance penalty, Coach.
That is exactly right. You're back to work, Coach. Thank you.
Had to feed in my face, Coach. Come on now.
Here we go. That moves the ball all the way up to the 50-yard line. Right in the middle. Here we go. Clock is being cranked, and that we're here with 8 minutes remaining in the Meeple-Bledo third quarter. So here we go. Tipton takes a snap. He hands off to Wingo back across right. Oh, he keeps it. He fooled us all.
Wingo had about 12 yards, okay.
He came over here and hit that slick stuff, and he looked like he was when we'd get the floor wet and try to run and slide. But he didn't fall down. That was pretty good feet right there.
Coach, I'm going to tell you what, Wingo carried out such a good fake.
He did carry out a good fake.
He was still running wide open 12 yards down the field.
He fooled everybody, I believe. So here we go. We got trips to the right. Everybody's checking their wrist to get the play. Tipton takes a snap. He hands it this time to Wingo, who is off rambling, and that's going to be a first down right there. A David Norris for District Attorney, vote 2026. And that's paid for by David Norris. And we would like to also remember that the ball game here tonight is sponsored for being able to be the headline sponsor. We've kind of let that one slip by us. Tipton rolls to his right. It was a RPO, and he throws, but that ball is picked off, and it's coming back down the left side. And I really don't know because there is a
Carolina Auto Finance penalty on here, but it wasn't.
Not sure what
it wasn't on the play, Coach. The actual ball bounced out of our hands back into their hands. But I think they actually clipped the receiver after the interception had occurred.
Okay, well, it'll be interesting to see what that is. But we want to thank Tri-City Outdoor Power and Tri-City Tire for being our Friday night football sponsor here. They sponsor us every week. You need to go by there. Coach, if you go by Tri-City Tire, or if you go to the Outdoor Power section, you can get a tractor, you can get a side-by-side, you can buy mulch, you can buy dirt, you can buy gravel, sand, whatever. They got it all. And if you go in there, if they ain't got it all, if they don't have what you want, I've got a feeling if you tell them, they'll probably find it somewhere.
That's right.
So you need to go by there and see them at Tri-City Outdoor Power and Tri-City Tire. And we apologize for not mentioning them when we got started. So,
that's right.
We'll try to do a better job of that. Now, with the penalty, it looks like it's going against the Trojans, Coach.
It was. I didn't see what he was.
I wonder if that was maybe a face mask or something like that after.
We just bumped him out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it was a 15-yarder, and it brings the ball out to the 47-yard line of the Patriots, and they have a David Norris first down as they take the snap. And the ball is handed off to number 21, Blankenship, and he's met and pummeled by in the backfield.
They've gone back to the original offensive
Absolutely,
formation
they did. That might not be a good thing.
No, because
that didn't look good that time.
It was not very successful before.
He lost 3 yards because he had such a deep set
right
in the I formation that by the time he took 3 or 4 steps, he was hit, and he still lost 3 yards. So here we go. Trojans fired up. It must have made them mad, whatever it was they did or got called for. So here we go. We got a slot to the left. And like I said, they've gone back to the same thing. They're throwing the pass, and that's double coverage he throws into. Very dangerous. And I know that young man's begging for a interference call, but there was no way he was going to catch that ball. He had a man over the top of him and a man behind him, and he wasn't going to catch that ball. It was going to be intercepted if it's thrown where it could have been called.
We got to be careful again. You see them getting up like they do in the pros, you can't get this and stuff. They got to be careful of that.
It's you just can't do this. They trigger it as showboating, and it's personal foul.
If they stop it at all levels,
unsportsmanlike conduct. I said that wrong. So it's unsportsmanlike. What would it be? All right, and he throws out wide, and he's wide open, number 2 out here in the flat, but he goes down immediately. He doesn't pick up any more yardage. But that looks like it was thrown for about maybe a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and about 4.
Yeah. So here we go, 4th and 4, and they have to go for it.
Right.
As I look over at the Raymond James scoreboard, it's 5:49
They're not,
remaining.
Coach. Their kicker's in.
And, they're
he
going to
faked
bring
the last
him in.
one, though.
He did fake it.
He did fake the last one.
So 5:42 now in the Meepoblito third quarter. And that Friday Night Football fans, Meepoblito, now that's a winning combination. All right, that is Morales Valdez, Alex. He's in to punt the ball away. And the ball snapped, and he is doing a rugby style, and he kicks it and kind of pooches it. The Trojans didn't have anybody back there because they didn't believe he was going to kick it.
Right.
So the ball rolls dead at the 10-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will take over on their own 10-yard line, and it will be a David Norris for district attorney, first down for the Trojans. 5:15 remaining in the third quarter here. That is the Meepoblito third quarter, and that's your favorite Meepoblito flavor. No huddle required. Order online at meepubs.com. Trojans set back. Ball is faked to Wingo and kept by Tipton, and he turns it up inside, but then he bounces outside, and then he goes down. I'm not sure if he tripped over a foot or if somebody pushed him down. I didn't see a white jersey over there.
I didn't either.
So I think one of his linemen stepped back and he tripped over that foot.
Or the white line got him one.
Well, I've seen that happen to quite a few. So here we go. Tipped him back to take it. Wingo is to his left, trips to the left, split to the right. Now Wingo moves over to the right and then back to the left. So here we go. Tipton rolling to his left. And he prepares to throw, and he does throw it complete. That is to number 3.
Bryson McSwain.
Bryson McSwain. So here we go. That is a David Norris for district attorney, first down for the Trojans.
Coach, that's that perfect curl again.
It was.
Every time they've run it, it's
and
wide
he's
open.
Wide open. Well, it's almost the reverse of a wheel.
Right.
Because you're running him off over the top, and then he's underneath, and there's nobody there.
Right.
So we got a double slot, wide slot to the right and tight slot to the left. And Tipton's prepared to throw, and he does throw, but he throws it out of bounds, at least close to a receiver. That was intended for number 0, Tyrell Johnson.
But he was passing. I mean, he was blocking. So
yeah, he was.
I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, something.
Maybe it's an RPO, and he thought it was a goal run. Got by with that one. It could have been an offensive pass interference.
Yep. Could have been. Tipton checking his wrist. Got a wide slot to the right, tight slot to the left. Wingo to his right.
Long count, we jumped off.
So that's going to cost the Trojans 5, and that is a Carolina Auto Finance penalty.
Make sure you go by and see Darren Vassey in the game for a great deal on the car or truck without a penalty.
So here we go. That is with the snap. Back to Tipton. Tipton's rolling to his left, and he does see a man open, and he hits him. He hits him, and that's number 0 again. That is Johnson on the reception all the way out to the 40-yard line of the Patriots, and that's going to be a David Norris for district attorney, first down for the Trojans. They're lined up on the left hash, and they have trips now to the right, split to the left, and Wingo to the right. Tipton back in the shotgun. Getting the signals from the sidelines. Looks at his wrist card, ready to go. Takes a snap, hands off to Wingo. It was kind of congested there, Coach. He didn't have much place to go, so he went down for a no gain. They could actually probably mark it like a foot loss, but they're going to mark it back on the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. Same formation, except for maybe Wingo. He might be on the left or right. I don't know which side.
Wingo doesn't need a lot of area, but that time there was nothing but a wall of white.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of defenders. Wingo to the right. And he fakes it to Wingo, and he runs out, and he runs the RPO, and number two there made a good read. He almost intercepted that ball.
Got a penalty again.
But I'm kind of wondering what this one was called.
Might be because he threw it downfield instead of the blocking. The other
the blocking, that could have turned into offensive pass interference. Because he was blocking. Yeah. And he didn't throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage. If he had thrown it behind the line of scrimmage, he would have been okay.
That's what it's going to be. It was RPO, and they went ahead and blocked. Pass interference.
Yes, you're correct, Coach. That's Carolina Auto Finance penalty.
That is. Carolina Auto Finance has your dream car in the lot. Like super sharp cars, trucks, and SUVs can be yours with specialized financing plan in order to fit your lifestyle.
And the bad part about that, Coach, that was a 15-yarder, and that takes them back to a 2nd down.
25.
And 25. So the Trojans here with the trips to the left. Now they can get all that back in one play.
They can definitely too, no problem. Yeah.
So just make a good play. That's what they have to do. Wingo to the left, split to the right. Tipton back to throw, and he does throw, and he throws the curl inside, and that's completed. That's completed again to number 3, Bryson McSwain, and that's a pickup, it appears, but there is another yellow flag on the field, Coach.
I thought they had a face mask on, but I don't.
That ball was completed down to the 46-yard line of the Patriots, but hold everything. We have to see what the flag's about. May have had a man downfield. I don't know.
Must be holding. Personal foul.
Somebody did something. That's going to be another 15, Coach.
That's going to be 2nd and Sandy. No, it's not Sandy
That's
Bush.
40.
Yeah.
2nd and 40.
2nd Spindale at least, yes.
Well, you might at least be getting up there to where the elementary school is.
That's right.
So here we go.
Just don't try to get it all at one time.
2nd Alexander. All right. Tipton back. Wingo to the left. Trips to the left. He throws again on the curl pattern, and it is complete again to number 3, Bryson McSwain. And McSwain takes the ball out to the 41-yard line, it appears. And that's going to be a lot.
But they got part of it back. I mean
like 27 yards they have for a first down, 3rd and 27.
As long as they can get the ball over to the other 40, they'll go for it again.
We've got wide slot to the right, tight slot to the left. Wingo to the left right now. Tipton back in the shotgun. Tied in to the right.
Timeout, quarter. This partial timeout for equipment.
Timeout.
Well, actually, that's not a tight end. That's a tackle. So here we go. Tipped him back. He fakes it, and then he throws the bubble screen underneath to Bryson McSwain. And McSwain has a chance, Coach, to take that one the distance. He's going down. He's about to make a move. And he tries to make a move, but number 2 saves the day for the Patriots and takes him out at the 6-yard line. But that's a David Norris for District Attorney first down for the Trojans. All the way down to the 6-yard line of the Patriots.
Coach, that bubble screen was about 6 inches from going the other way.
Oh, I know. It was almost intercepted, but that's the inches of football, you know.
Right.
That's where it is. You know, win or loss a lot of times comes down to just an inch. And sometimes it can be less than that, a quarter of an inch. So here we go. We've got 2 backs in the backfield. We got a split to the left, slot to the right. Snap to Tipton. It's handed, and Wingo,
Touchdown.
and Wingo carries it into the end zone. And that is a Fountain Electric touchdown, providing electrical services and contracting across the region. Also offering Fountain Auto, more at fountainolectric.com. Please go by and see them. So that's going to add another 6 to the scoreboard. That's the Raymond James financial scoreboard. And you need to go by and see Matt and Deacon Bright, and they will take care of your financial planning and put a lot of hard work into it. So here we go, and things are going pretty good right now, Coach, too, with that financial planning. The kick was up, but it was low.
I think it was tipped.
It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be no good. So that's going to bring the ball, the score on the Raymond James Financial scoreboard to 23 for the Trojans and 7 for the Patriots of Madison. We'll be back, WCAB, Rick and Randy, in 30 seconds.
Celebrating 25 years in Forest City, Alliance Insurance Group has a goal to provide their customers with auto, property, motorcycle, business, health, and recreational insurance coverage that meets their needs at affordable prices. Alliance offers pay in person with a drive-through window or pay online or phone. Alliance is in the business of helping people. You'll save money, plus protect and preserve your financial future. See Alliance Insurance Group soon, located behind the mall, 130 Allendale Drive, Forest City.
Okay, welcome back. We are not on WCAB. We are on WAGY 107.5 FM. But we were on that other station last year for 2 years. And it's sometimes hard to break a habit when you get, especially when you got a lot of things happening in a hurry. But I do apologize. Calvin, I'm sorry.
We do have 109 left in the third quarter of the Maple Bledo quarters. And we're going to come back with McGinnis on the kickoff.
And McGinnis kicks the ball, and he kind of pooches it down to about the 20-yard line, and it is picked up by number 2 from Madison, and that is that's Dallas Bartlett. Carries the ball all the way up to about the 27-yard line. 8, they're going to mark it at 28, and that's where the Patriots will take over with a David Norris for District Attorney, first down. As we said, there's 105 remaining in the third quarter, which is the I'm trying to get you to talk, Coach. The
Maple Bledo.
Yeah, thank you.
I said it just a second ago, Coach. That's what I was saying.
We're trying to give them all we can.
Yeah, we do.
Here we go. The ball snapped back to Griffin, and he hands it from the I formation back to Blankenship, and he keeps rumbling and runs through some arm tackles and carries it all the way out to the 42-yard line. They're going to mark it on the 43, and that'll be a David Norris for District Attorney. First down for the Patriots. So here
Coach,
we go.
Yeah, Coach, I'm sorry about the meatloaf. I was looking at something else there, but, they're your favorite meatloaf flavor. You get it, no huddle required. Order online at meatpups.com.
Well, it's hard, Coach. We can't see you in here
anyway.
We have no lights. So. Here we go. Ball's snapped back, and it's handed again to Blankenship, and he's hit pretty quick. He almost lost some yardage, but he may have gotten a yard. maybe a yard and a half out of that one. But I tell you what, he looks like he's a little tired.
He is. He is.
He's carried that ball a lot. Ivan Blankenship. He's got to be a tough young man.
Definitely, yeah.
Now, that is the end of the Me Publico third quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be right back with the beginning of the fourth quarter at WAGY 107.5 FM.
Serving the foothills for over 100 years, S&C Fuel Delivery, formerly Lutz Petroleum, is your reliable source for delivery of diesel, gasoline, propane, lubricants, and heating oil, straight to your tank. Pumps are open to the public for fill-up. Delivery available in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. S&C Fuel is locally family-owned and veteran-operated, committed to keeping our community running, trusted by homeowners, farms, and businesses. Office located on Oakland Road in Spindale. Schedule your next delivery with S&C Fuel at 828-286-3419. Just like great teams are built on smart strategy, so are strong financial futures. At Freedom Financial Management, they help families, individuals, and business owners create winning game plans for retirement planning, investments, wealth building, and college savings. Start your winning financial game plan today. Freedom Financial Management. Play smart, live free. See your local financial advisor, Andrew Tisdale, at 269 North Washington Street in Rutherford. Call 828.
Welcome back as the Patriots take a snap to Griffin, and they're back and throwing the ball deep. And actually,
great catch.
Actually, they made that was a late one. Late flag on the play. So what they did is they got them for the same thing that they got Chase for earlier, I believe, Coach.
Showboating the first down.
Yeah, he caught the ball. He actually, probably did push off a little bit, but he kind of made it look like it wasn't obvious, and he cut back across and was able to catch that behind the shoulder, back shoulder throw. And so he caught it. That did give them a David Norris first down, but that's going to bring the ball back now to the 44-yard line where the Patriots will have a 1st and 10. So we have just started the Me Publico fourth quarter, and on the Raymond James scoreboard, the score is Chase 23 and Madison 7. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Here we go with Griffin there. Now we have two backs set, and that is Blankenship and Massey in the backfield. Massey is up at like the fullback, and he did. They had a play, Coach. If he does not fire across there, and that was number that looked like 98.
Yes,
98 or 88. So. It's one of the two. He's got his jersey up just a little bit. It's 98.
98.
Number 98 for Chase, and if he hadn't fired across there and made that play to hit Blankenship in the backfield, he dropped him for a 1-yard loss, and that made the play for Chase High School on defense right there.
We don't have a 98.
Well, maybe it's 99, Coach. Eugene Wilkins.
Might be.
I believe so, because he is a defensive end. So here we go. As Griffin takes the ball, and he throws the ball, but it skips short.
That's the wrong place to skip, Coach.
Yes, sir. He was open, too. I mean, he was open. So, yeah, I know. I don't even want to get into that. So
Years ago.
The bounce pass, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's what got me is Coach King. He said, now, we're not going to bring that up when we talk to them bandage coaches. And as soon as he got over there, he said, did that boy really catch that ball? I thought, oh, we're in trouble now. But here we go. It brings up 3rd and 11 for the Patriots. And the Trojans are here trying to get a stop so that they'll have to make them make a choice. With them being down 23-7 and the ball being on Chase's side, I almost feel like they're in a 4-down situation.
No question, got to.
So, yeah, if not, they're kind of sealing their own fate. So Griffin's back to take the snap, two-back set off to his right. He rolls to his right to get a little help with the blocking, and he throws the ball, but the ball falls incomplete out of bounds. Really, the receiver didn't have a chance to catch it, and that means that it's going to bring up a 4th and 11. So here we go.
Right.
Big play right here, Coach.
Do you give it to your Hoss, or do you try to roll out and make a pass?
Well, I'm thinking about what Chase did a while ago when they did that bubble screen. And it was a bubble screen, but it really was from the middle of the field.
It was tunnel.
Tunnel in,
yeah.
And so, for them to be successful, they're going to need something that's almost stopped, but yet it's a big play.
Right.
So here we go. He's going to come back, and they're going to punt the ball.
Roll ball.
Nobody
roll,
back,
roll.
because I would have been just like Coach. I would not have believed they were going to punt it.
1 yard line.
There would my fate would have been too, because they just downed the ball on Chase's 1 yard line. So the Trojans are going to have it with their backs against their own goal line with 10:22 remaining in the game, and that's the fourth quarter, the Mi Pueblito fourth quarter. And if you want some of that good Mi Pueblito food, you need to be able to get online at mepubs.com.
Friday night football fans and Mi Pueblito. Now that's a winning combination.
So here we go with the Trojans. They have same formation, trips to the right, split to the left, and you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking he's going to throw it deep to the one back.
Yep.
The one receiver out on the side. But he doesn't. He hands it off to Wingo, and Wingo bounces it out, and he carries it across the 10-yard line.
Close to a first down.
And it looks like it's going to be a David Norris for district attorney. First down.
But you can't see him until he gets past the line.
He's a weapon, Coach. He's a weapon. He got him out of a hole right
Definitely.
there. That could have ended up having some bad
2 points
situations.
plus the ball.
2 points, didn't get the ball back,
Mm-hmm.
and now you got yourself maybe a game. So here we go. Trojans hand off to Wingo again, and he bounces, but he's hit, and somebody got a hold of his jersey, and if he weighed 225, Coach, there'd be some hurt people out there.
You got that right, because he puts all that 140 pounds in there.
He does, and that's the thing about it is if he did weigh that, but you know what? The whole thing is, if he was a real big guy, he might not play that hard.
That's true. Or they might see him easier.
That's
too.
right. It might be easier to see.
He's taking a break right now.
He is. He needs one. Because he's been going at it hard.
That number 8, I think, is back here now.
Is that 8 or 6, Coach? There we go. And he hands it to him. I think it's 6. Because he looks like just
that's a Wingo.
A little bit bigger, barely bigger.
That's Jonte Wingo, Coach.
That's Jonte. Well, who was number 5 in that we had going then? I thought it was him.
That was Keontae.
Keontae. And that was Jonte.
That was Jonte, yes.
I didn't realize we had 2 on there,
yes.
Coach. All right, my bad. So here we go. Trips to the left, split to the right. And that's out here to the right is Johnson, number 0. And he could take it deep, Coach. I think he could take the old number 8.
Fumble the ball.
Fumble on the ball. It come back, Tipton picks it up, and he scrambles forward and actually picks up about 5 yards.
I think I see a flag again, Coach.
But there he is. That's Carolina Auto Finance penalty.
They're located on Lowe's Boulevard beside Lowe's and go behind Seed there and in the game
Face
for a great deal.
masking. That was going to go against the Patriots. So that's a face mask. And we'll
Big
have to see
break.
if that's a 5 or a 15-yarder. It's still going to be a first down no matter what. But that's a big one they're marking off. So here we go. That takes the ball all the way to the 43-yard line of the Trojans, and that gets them out of the hole really well. So we've got a single receiver over here to the right, split really wide, and that's Johnson. And we have trips over to the left. Wingo is to the right, and he hands it off, and he's off scooting. He takes the ball, looks like for about a 7-yard gain, which is going to bring up like a 2nd and 7.
They had a tag team Wingo that switched back out.
I'm telling you, I didn't realize that. I didn't. I thought the same guy was in there all the time because I can't see. So
he tagged out.
Well, it's 5 and 6, so from a distance it looks kind of like the same thing.
That's true.
But here we go. Tipton is getting the signal, and they're being really smart because they're letting the time tick off here in between each play because the clock can be their ally right now. They don't want to give it back to them with much time.
Oh, no.
So here we go. Wingo takes it, and he takes it around the left side, and he's going and going. Don't go out of bounds, though. Here we go. All right. That is the David Norris for District Attorney, first down for the Trojans. That's all the way down to the 37-yard line of the Patriots. Patriots look like they're getting a little disgusted over there, Coach. If the Trojans punch this one in, that might be about all the win they got.
Yeah, that could be putting a little nail in the coffin right there.
Yes, sir. So here we go.
I think they're
checking their
fixing to hit the
wristbands.
single receiver.
Well, he's been setting it up the whole time. So as he keeps it, he started to throw it, but the receiver's blocking. So I
Got
don't
the wrong
know
call,
what it
didn't
was.
he?
Yeah, it was. But, you know, they changed it up a little bit on us because they put number 0 over here, Johnson, to the right.
I think he
and
stays
then
to
we
the right
moved
all
number
the time.
we moved number 3, Bryson McSwain, over to the left. And so here we go. Same thing. Trips to the right, split to the left, hand off to Wingo up inside. And that young man's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. He's going to make it.
Whew, he quit
That
running
is
a Fountain Electric touchdown.
Absolutely.
Providing electrical service and contracting across the region. Also, they're offering Fountain Auto and more, FountainElectric.com.
That makes it very difficult for them to come back.
It does. Not impossible, but tough.
No, it's not
Yeah.
never impossible, but 6:59 remaining in the Meeple Bledo fourth quarter. And at the Raymond James scoreboard, it's now 29 for the Trojans with the kick up.
Good.
And Garrett made it. That's McGinnis with the extra point, and that should make the score 30 for the Trojans and 7 for the Patriots. So that's going to make it really tough for them in the next 6:59 to be able to come back. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back with WAGY 107.5.
What's behind the green door in Forest City? It's the most honest, reliable insurance company in town, Green Insurance. See Ryan Green, an independent broker whose first goal is to provide great customer service and save you money, and lots of it. Green Insurance offers Medicare Part C and D, plus supplemental policies from all the top insurance companies. Green Insurance can help with marketplace plans and calculate tax credits based on your income to save you money at the end of the year. See Ryan soon at Green Insurance, 179 West Main Street in Forest City. Look for the green door.
Welcome back to Allen Stadium here on the farm here at Chase High School, where the score on the Raymond James scoreboard is 6:59 remaining in the Meeple Bledo fourth quarter, with the Trojans leading 30-7 over the Madison Patriots. And as Garrett McGinnis kicks the ball, he kicks it deep, about to the 26-yard line, but it appears that there was a whistle, and there was a Carolina Auto Finance flag and penalty, which is going to be an offsides against the Trojans, and it's going to march them back 5 yards, where Garrett will get another chance to kick the ball. So here we go. That is, we'll try this again. Still 6:59 remaining. And McGinnis kicks the ball, and it's a low roller. It's rolling, and it's going to roll out of bounds. That was not what they wanted right there, and I'm sure Garrett didn't mean for that to happen. But now that's going to bring the ball out to the 40-yard line, where Madison will be able to begin. But I don't know, you know, the way the game's gone so far, when they get close to the middle field, that's when something happens and the Trojans get a break.
Right. Both their backs a little bit, yeah.
They do. And I'm not sure that's all that bad anyway.
Wow. It should be at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it where it went out of bounds. I mean, still it was about the 25-yard line, but they
But the 35 was regular. Should be 40 because the penalty before.
Well, you
We'll take it. We'll take it.
I know.
We'll take it.
I know. I know what you're saying. So here we go. We've got Griffin back. He takes the snap, and he's going to keep it.
Lost. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage.
That actually was number 2, Coach, from Madison, who is now in at quarterback.
Yeah, that's the Bartlett. Maybe he's, well, no, the other guy.
Number 12.
Griffin's the thrower, so maybe they put number.
There, he's coming back in
okay.
right now. Might have had equipment malfunction. I don't know.
Kind of just running Wildcats, what they did off of that one then.
Yeah. So here we go. And with Blankenship, he gets the ball around the right side. He carries the ball for about a 5-yard gain, which they're going to give him to the 40-yard line.
And out of bounds.
And that's out of bounds. It's going to stop the clock. It's 6:10 remaining in the fourth quarter, the Maple Bledo fourth quarter. Ball sitting now on the right hash. Patriots are moving from our right to the left toward the scoreboard, so they can keep things in perspective while they're driving. Quarterback here is back Griffin. He has Blankenship to his left, and he has the nasty set to his right with a split to the right. Snap.
Reverse.
And it's a like a speed sweep. So it's handed to number 2, and he takes the ball out across the 50-yard line at kind of the midpoint. Well, they're going to mark it at the 48-yard line of Chase. And so that's going to be a David Norris for district attorney first down, and vote 2026 paid for by David Norris. 5:37 remaining in the Maple Bledo fourth quarter. And like I said, from the Raymond James scoreboard, the score is 30 Chase and Madison 7. So here we go with the 1st and 10 play. All I know is they need to score a lot of points in a hurry.
Right.
They got to have 23. So that means you got to get some 2-point conversions and stuff. So the ball is handed off to Blankenship, and he's got plenty of room to run on that right side. He looks like he picked up about 9. Clock is not going to stop.
Oh, they give him first down.
They gave him first down, so they do stop the clock. At least it should have been.
It stopped. Now
it stopped.
He wound it, now it stopped.
Yeah. So here we go. That is a David Norris.
Clock's not running.
For first down. Now they've started it. So here we go. And drops back Griffin, and he's going to throw the ball deep. And he goes up to catch the ball. That was intended. That ball bounces off the back, I think, of the defender. And that ball was off number 3, intended for number 3, Gavin Galt, for the Patriots. That stops the clock at 4:56 remaining.
But you know, the way they're playing this thing, they can still get called face guarding or pass interference because they're not playing the ball.
I know.
Turn your head.
I know. They just turn around and look at the ball. That make it better. So ball's stuck into Blankenship really quick, almost from the backside, it looked like.
That 4-yard gain.
But he picked up about 4, which is going to bring up a 4th and 6 for the Patriots. Now we have a flag comes out. That is a Carolina Auto Finance penalty. We don't know what it is yet. And that is a Carolina Auto Finance penalty.
Yes, it is. Carolina Auto Finance has the dream car of your choice. Come on by and see Darren Bassey in the game.
So here we go. Let's find out what this is.
Got to be. It looks like it's Chase.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. So he's turned that way, and he's stepping it off.
Personal foul.
And it's going to be a big one.
I don't see I can see it unsportsmanlike, but I don't see a personal foul.
That takes the ball all the way down to the 19-yard line, which is going to be a David Norris for District Attorney first down, boat 2026. And the clock is now running at 4:32. Griffin's back, and we've got a nasty to the left I-back formation. Blankenship gets the ball. He's going hard to the left. He gets up down about the 17-yard line. Clock is still running. We're getting close to the 4-minute mark. And that's going to bring up a second and a long 8. So,
yeah, Wingo did a real good job on that. John Tay did. He was actually the corner, but he came up and contained and turned it in. Actually, just cut Blankenship's legs out from under him.
Well, must have been a cloud call.
Must be.
Ball rolls back, and the quarterback, Griffin, picks it up, and he rambles around the left. That's a heads-up play by that young man, and he took it out of bounds there at about the maybe he gained 18 inches or something. I don't know, but that ball's going to be marked at the 18-yard line, and that's going to bring up a third. And it appears like he didn't gain anything, Coach. 3rd and 8. A long 8. So here we go. All right, number 12. Griffin back. We got Blankenship to his right, but he's rolling to his right. He throws the ball out, and it appears that number 3 did receive the ball, and that is Gavin Galt. Completed pass, which is going to bring up a 4th and 1 for the Patriots. But I still think that so much time is clicking off the clock, even if they score here, it's going to make it very, very difficult for them to make it close.
Got to be onside kick and score again right quick.
So here we go. Ball's handed off to number 2.
It's Dallas Bartlett.
And Bartlett carries the ball, it appears, for a first down.
First down.
That's a David Norris for District Attorney first down, and that will take them down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal to go for the Patriots. We do have a Patriot, a hurt, injured Patriot. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back with WAGY 107.5 FM and KTC broadcast.
Hey, when it's time to start looking for another vehicle, come and experience the difference and selection at Carolina Auto Finance. We're a family-owned and operated business for over 20 years. When you shop with us, you're not just buying a car, you're joining the family. Whether your credit is great, not so great, or you're just getting started, we've got options for you. We'll work with multiple lenders. We offer gap coverage and warranty contracts because buying a vehicle should feel good today and tomorrow. For honest service, affordable options, come see us at Carolina Auto Finance, where the deals are real and the people are even better. Lowe's Boulevard, Forest City.
At Raymond James, we believe in the power of freedom. The freedom to invest in your future, to make choices that align with your goals, and to pursue success with confidence. Experience the freedom to invest, the freedom to make choices, and the freedom to pursue your success with our dedicated team. Contact us today. Raymond James, life well planned.
Welcome back to WAGY 107.5 FM with Rick and Randy Show here for Football Friday night. And we are here with the Patriots up with a 1st and goal from the 6 of the Trojans. But we had an injured player, Coach. That was number
77, McCray Worley.
And he did leave on his own power.
That'd be touchdown.
So that appears to be a touchdown. That was by number 3, Gavin Galt, for the Patriots. And that's going to I have to laugh, Coach. It's like a delayed reaction to put them hands up in the air.
But the guy at the play didn't
no,
he never has
it's
done
the
it.
same guy. It's the same guy that's over on that side that the touchdown hand right in front of him, and he never signals touchdown. So they're getting ready for
Tush
the
push.
daggum rumble, strumble, and everybody goes into the end zone. So that is a 2-point conversion for the Patriots. And so that's going to bring here on the Raymond James Financial Scoreboard with a score of Chase High School 30 and the Madison Patriots 15. We'll be back in 30 seconds at KTC Broadcasting with Rick and Randy.
Call Wilson Septic Service for bad smells or slow drains. They're the company with the most experience keeping systems clean and customers happy since 1962. From septic pumping, inspections, repairs, installs, and holding tank rentals. Wilson Septic Service does it all, fast and affordable. Remember, avoid flushing sanitary pads, flushable wipes, know your tank's location, and never build or plant anything on your tank or drain field. Call 828-245-9387. Wilson Septic Service, number 1 in the number 2 business.
Welcome back to Allen Stadium here at Chase High School. We're here on the farm as the Trojans are ahead 30-15 with 2:45 remaining in the Meade-Toledo fourth quarter. And we thank Raymond James Financial for providing us the scoreboard so that we can be able to keep up with the score a whole lot easier than we have some nights.
That's
so
right.
we have a real bunched up bunch here of Patriots that are right here in front of the ball. I'm anticipating some kind of onside kick or some kind of something that's going to be, and they do. They kick it, and they kick it forward, and the ball is bouncing around, and it appears that the Patriots did recover the ball. It went off of a Trojan, and then it went up in the air, and then a Patriot fell on it. That's going to be a David Norris first down for the Patriots here in Trojan territory at the 47-yard line. So as they take over. Now, the only thing is, Coach, they got 2:45 remaining. And if you're trying to tie this thing, you got to score in a hurry.
Definitely. You got 15 points just tied up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So here we go. That's number 12 back, and he's throwing one deep. But the only man that's deep is the Trojans, so that was a problem. He threw everything, threw it over everybody's head. So here we go. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots, still at the 47-yard line of the Trojans. Now, I had to commend the Trojans because they didn't let anybody get behind.
They had 6 deep on that
That's
one, yes.
exactly right. So right now, this is always the predicament. Do you rush him and make him hurry, or do you cover everybody and only send 3?
Well, they're sending 4.
So they're sending 4
got a spy
right now,
out there.
and they're going deep. But that ball is picked off. That ball is picked off right across. He made a beautiful read. And that was number 8. That is Tristan Carlisle, who read the quarterback's eyes. I could see it.
Oh, yes.
And he saw the guy that got by him, but as he threw it and he was cutting across, he cut right in front of him and picked the ball off and carried the ball all the way back to the 37-yard line where the Trojans take over with a David Norris for district attorney first down. With 2:31 remaining in the Meade-Toledo fourth quarter from the Raymond James scoreboard, it's 30 Trojans and 15 for the Patriots.
That is number 18 running the ball now. Little John.
And he picked up about 3, Coach. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Trojans.
He's a freshman quarterback, Coach.
Got to get him some playing time. Get him some experience. The clock is rolling.
Yeah, that now they're doing the clock. They're taking their time. Wait until the play clock gets down.
You know, we don't have anything up there that tells us how many timeouts are left.
No, I think they've got 2 left.
So I'm sure they wouldn't want to use them right now, but they may have to. So here we go.
Ready.
Tipton's back. Takes a snap. He hands the ball off again. And that's Littlejohn on the carry. but he loses about 2 yards right there. So that's going to bring it back to 3rd and 9.
All right, that's their timeout right there.
Timeout.
That is going to be a Raymond James Financial timeout. Take a timeout and call Raymond James Financial Services in Forest City. See Matt and Deacon Bright for experienced guidance for your life well planned.
And we'll be back in 30 seconds with the Rick and Randy Show here on WAGY 107.5 FM.
If you're looking for a great deal on a late model vehicle, come see us at L&L Auto Sales in Ellenboro, where salvage title rebuilds mean serious savings. We specialize in clean, reliable late model rebuilds that look and drive like new for thousands less than retail. Whether it's that SUV you always wanted or that diesel truck, come see what's in stock. Check the Facebook page. Call Alex Ledbetter to see what L&L Auto Sales may have for you. 828-447-0181.
Welcome back to Allen Stadium at Chase High School. We're here on the farm as the Trojans have 1:23 remaining in the ball game, and that would be the Maple Bleedo's fourth quarter. On the Raymond James scoreboard, we have 30 for the Trojans and 15 for the Patriots from Madison. And with 1:23, it doesn't look good for Madison, Coach.
No, it doesn't.
All right, as Tipton takes the snap, he fakes the handoff, and then he runs out of bounds, which is going to actually give a first down anyway. He ran for the first down, and that's going to be a David Norris for district attorney first down. But he got shoved out of bounds after he got on the out of bounds mark, so on the sideline. And after that, the flag came out, and that is a Carolina Auto Finance
Sorry,
penalty.
Coach, I'm trying to pull the scores
up. What are you doing, Coach?
I'm getting text from our boss man.
So here we go. We're marking off the 15-yarder, which takes the ball all the way down to the 35-yard line of the Patriots, where the Trojans take over with that first down, that David Norris first down, 1:15 remaining. And quarterback keeps it again. I don't know why he's run out of bounds, but
I don't either. Slide.
He takes it and runs.
Got another penalty, Carolina Auto Finance.
But that
penalty
is a new quarterback, Coach. So I got to look here and see what this young man's
that 15?
Number is. That's Logan Gold. Yes, sir. So 1:08 remaining. Yeah, that young man, I'm sure somebody's got to tell him that he needs to stay in bounds.
Right.
Keep that clock running.
We also had a personal foul against Chase, too. So.
So we're going to take it back another 15. So here we go. And that happens to be
a Carolina Finance.
Auto
Finance penalty.
Carolina Auto Finance has your dream car on the lot. Like new super sharp cars, trucks, and SUVs can be yours with a specialized financial plan in order to fit your lifestyle. Go by and see Darren Vassey over at the Lowe's Boulevard in Forest City. So here we go. That's with Gold back. He hands it this time to number 18, Little John. Little John takes it around the right side, and he stays in bounds. And the clock is still running. So we're down to about 55 seconds remaining here in the Maple Bleedo fourth quarter.
They don't have to take one more snap if they'll just take your time.
Well, they called a timeout for the Patriots, and that is a Raymond James Financial timeout. Take a timeout and call on Raymond James Financial Services in Forest City. See Matt and Deacon Bright for experienced guidance for a life well planned.
In the Maple Bleedo fourth quarter with 49.7 seconds left on the Raymond James scoreboard. We'll take a break for 30 seconds.
Listen up, folks. Let me give you some good advice. For home building projects, Henson Building Materials in Forest City is where the pros go for a good reason. Henson's has #1 grade lumber of all kinds, including treated lumber, plywood, tools, roofing, cabinets, windows, and doors. Everything you need for your project, large or small. Delivery same or next day. Take my advice and go to Henson Building Materials. You'll hit the nail on the head. 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Welcome back. Second 15 for the Trojans on the Patriots 40-yard line, and that ball's handed off to Little John again. And that young man's carrying the ball hard, Coach. He takes the ball all the way down to the 30-yard line, which is going to bring up a 4th and about 6. Yep, not about, but 6. 4th and 6 for the Trojans. But the main thing is there's only 27 seconds remaining, and they just now marked that they don't have to take another snap. And that's going to be the end of the ball game because there's not going to be another snap. So that means that the Raymond James Financial scoreboard reads Chase Trojans final 30 and the Madison Patriots 15 as Chase picks up another win. That takes their record to 2-1, and Madison then drops to 2-2. So here we go. We're going to also want to thank for tonight's game the Tri-City Outdoor Power and Tri-City Tire, but for sponsoring these ball games every football Friday night. And we're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with the player of the game, which is sponsored by Stanton Enterprise McDonald's.
Vote David Norris, District Attorney, March 2026. A Rutherford County native, David Norris has 30 years of legal experience with nearly 23 in the District Attorney's Office as an Assistant DA. David has proven his ability to fight and prosecute difficult cases. David Norris is a veteran of 16 years serving in the U.S. Army. If you believe that our criminal justice system needs change, vote David Norris, District Attorney, March 2026, paid for by David Norris for District Attorney.
Looking to refresh your wardrobe and make a difference in your community? Visit the Rutherford County Habitat for Humanity Clothing Center. Discover fantastic deals on clothes, jewelry, luggage, and shoes, all while supporting a great cause. Every purchase helps provide safe, affordable housing for families in need. Shop today and uncover unique finds that make you look good and feel even better. Visit 269 West Main, Forest City, or call 828-299-3118.
Ready for a career change, new skills, or finishing what you started? Now's the perfect time at Isothermal Community College. If you live in Polk or Rutherford County, your education could be free with a Powers Promise or Next NC Scholarship. Explore programs in healthcare, skilled trades, IT, business, and more with little to no cost for qualifying residents. Fast-track options like truck driving and EMS get you working quickly. With flexible schedules, online classes, and strong support, your dream is within reach. Visit isothermal.edu or call today to learn more.
That could be happening in your backyard with a stop at Pool Supplies Unlimited in Allenborough. Pool Supplies Unlimited specializes in above-ground pools, and they carry products for in-ground pools. Plus, see their selection of hot tubs in stock. Get free water testing, and they have all your pool chemicals. So dive in now to Pool Supplies Unlimited, 125 East U.S. Highway 74 Business in Allenborough. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 12 noon. Closed on Wednesday. Call 828-453-8081 and like them on Facebook too.
Bears, football, and cool nights by the fire. The drop-in stores have you covered. Right now, get Prime and Prime Energy drinks, 2 for $4. 20-ounce Cokes and 16-ounce Monster drinks, buy 2 and get 1 free. 6 packs of Coke products, 2 for $6.50, and the list goes on and on. And check out the daily specials. Chicken biscuits, $2.99. Chicken strip baskets, $5.99. You'll fall in love with all these fall specials at your nearest drop-in. Check them out today. Drop-in food stores, your hometown convenience store since 1981. Olmsted Plumbing hopes you're enjoying the summer heat safely. Yes, it's officially summer. Time to plan for longer days and shorter nights. Maybe it's time for you to go plumb crazy and get that outdoor kitchen you've always dreamed of. Or get an outdoor shower for the patio. Or get that yard hydrant closer to the garden. Remember, preventative maintenance can avert a catastrophe this summer. But if you have a plumbing emergency, call the guys at Olmsted Plumbing, 828-245-7302. Online at olmstedplumbing.com. Get back to loving your plumbing and loving your summer. Hear that? That's a big old Massey Ferguson getting ready for another day of work. And it could be you. Phil Sheehan at NC Tractor and Farm Supply in Rutherford invites you to head in and take advantage of up to $2,000 off select Massey Ferguson models with a cash payment. or you can get 0% financing for up to 60 months. And ask about rebates from $500 to $2,000 on select Bobcat mowers, or you get 0% financing up to 48 months. NC Tractor and Farm Supply, 299 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Online at nctractorandfarmsupply.com. Service, dependability, value, fast delivery, and more, all during the Labor Day all month long sales savings event at Kimball's Furniture in Forest City. Big lift recliners only $6.99. Sofas and love seats are $4.49 each. Reclining love seats are $7.49. And get ready for some football with a big 55-inch TV for $5.99. Labor Day savings all month long at Kimball's Furniture, 207 East Main Street, Forest City. No matter if you drive a classic or a brand new car or a so-called stump jumper or a tractor or lawnmower, you can always count on Tri-City Tire on Daniel Road in Forest City to keep you on the road. See them for your next set of tires, and they have the new top-of-the-line, state-of-the-art Hunter tire equipment, and they feature fast, friendly service. So if you're feeling flat, head to Tri-City Tire at Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment, located at 221 Daniel Road, Forest City. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 1 on Saturday. Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment in Forest City is proud to announce that they are now a full-service Bobcat dealer. That means they carry it all, from excavators to zero-turn mowers, from skid steers to tractors to side-by-sides. And hurry in now for the end-of-summer deals on the remaining Toro and Spartan mowers. Prices are below cost, below cost. Also products by Generac, Husqvarna, and Red Max. Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment, 221 Daniel Road in Forest City. Online at tricityoutdoor.com. This year's title sponsor for high school football on WAGY.
Big game, big appetite. Swing by Mi Pablito for the ultimate victory. From sizzling fajitas to over 100 mouth-watering dishes, we've got you covered no matter your craving. How about fried ice cream, brownies, and funnel cake fries that will score big with your sweet tooth? Come see us at Rutherfordton and Forest City or order ahead at mepubs.com. Stay connected on Facebook and Instagram too at Mi Pablito Mex, because good food is always worth cheering for.
There's a lot of advantage packed into your Ingalls Advantage card. For starters, you get great discounts and advantage pricing throughout the store. You build up fuel points to save big money at the pump. You can link it to a school of your choice to reward them with supplies they need. You get weekly sales alerts on items you buy the most when you sign up for Advantage Mail, and even special perks around the holidays. So get the advantage with your Ingalls Advantage card. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Welcome back to Allen Stadium here on the farm at Chase High School. We just ended up here from the Raymond James Financial Scoreboard with Trojans pulling out a win tonight. They did it in kind of impressive fashion in the second half, Coach. They only allowed one touchdown, but they turned on some points themselves and pushed the score up to 30. And but Madison could only muster up 15 for the night, and so that kind of put them away. We talked about this and kind of mulled over as who we thought, there were some big plays that happened here and there, but the one that seemed consistent to be able to handle the plays that were connected, and also made some big plays when there were fumbles or bad snaps or things like that was
Darren Tipton, quarterback, number one. He did a great early in the game. He missed a couple of passes, but after that he settled down and come back, and he was the spark. Even though Wingo had come in and did a great job again, he was the spark when things happened. The ball, bad snap, he'd pick it up and make something happen instead of just falling on the ball. So, and some great passes down at the end to spread the score out.
So our player of the game, that's sponsored by Stanton Enterprise McDonald's, is the quarterback, number one, Darren Tipton. Congratulations, Darren, for being the player of the game tonight. And if you go by Stanton Enterprises McDonald's, you need to check for their locations in Rutherford County, and they're open 24 hours a day. And they're the home of those world-famous fries. So, Coach, we want to just reiterate what the schedule is next week. And we're looking here at that'll be on the 19th. Chase will be at West Caldwell. East Rutherford, that's where you're going to be at, Coach. We'll be hosting High Brighton, and you're going to have.
I'm going to have Chuck McSwain with me. Rick's going to take a break. Now, Rick's going to have some little surgery done for us, and I want everybody to pray for him, and hopefully quick recovery and everything. He's probably going to miss 2 weeks with us, so you'll have to put up with me because he's been the play-by-play, and I've just been the analysis at the end, so maybe I can catch up and pull some of the slack up.
Coach, they've been putting up with me tonight. And I hope that I say this in all truthfulness. We hope you're entertained. We're sure not going to do something to where we don't ever make a mistake.
Oh, definitely.
But we hope it's kind of entertaining for you to be able to hear the game. That brings us also to RS Central is going to have a home game. They will host Drone, and then Thomas Jefferson is going to travel to Albemarle next week. So let's look here and see if I got some scores here, Coach. See if they'll update for me. And I see right here our score is not even updated. So I'm going to skip our score. I've already said that one. But I have here Hendersonville and Irwin is up on Hendersonville 27-20 in the fourth quarter. Kings Mountain, Charlotte Catholics leading Kings Mountain in the fourth quarter 28-14. Union County has pulled away 49-7 in the fourth quarter over Blacksburg. McDowell in the third quarter, it says. I got a feeling it's probably later than that, but it's 47-0 in the third quarter. North Henderson, Tuscola is finished. That ball game is over. The final is Tuscola 38, North Henderson 26. The final for Chesney 28, RS Central 21. Polk County final 35 for Polk County and 14 Patton. We're looking at West Henderson final 37 West Henderson Falcons and Owen War Horses 15. West Henderson's where my wife Denise went to high school and graduated from. I got a lot of family up that way, especially hers. But there was a Millwood coach up there one time, so and I think he was he was some distant kin anyway. But Weddington defeated Crest tonight by a score of 31-10. We have here AC Reynolds defeated Murphy by a score of 34-14. Lincoln final 49, Burns 35. Let me see. Franklin, we already said, was 59-0 over East Henderson. And I think that is pretty much everything that I have there, Coach, unless you found something for Thomas Jefferson.
The only thing I found on Thomas Jefferson, it wasn't the final, but they were up 14-0 over the Cabarrus Stallions. I don't know what the final was on that.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I've got on that.
I don't either. So I'm trying to see if I could do a search right here on this thing. It's not giving me too much. Let me see here.
I'm not getting much anything. But we are glad that you tuned in to listen to us and watch us on, not watch us, but watch the game on YouTube with Waggy Radio at Far City, and that's KTC Broadcasting. But we're
Amelia County Raiders, and no, that's the wrong Thomas Jefferson. That's the wrong Thomas Jefferson.
But we do want to go ahead before we get off, too, while he's looking that up, is go back and thank some of our sponsors.
Yes.
And one of, again, the main sponsor of the whole ball game tonight was Tri-City Outdoor Power and Tri-City Tire. We want to thank you so much for all your support as far as sponsoring the entire game for us.
If you need something, just go by and ask them. They probably have it. But we also, just quickly, especially for all of our game sponsors that were here, we have many more, and we don't have enough time to be able to name all of them. But we want to especially thank KTC Broadcasting and Waggy 107.5 FM for putting enough trust in us, even when we do call out the wrong radio station, to be able to cover these ball games for them. We also want to thank Meeple Bolito Restaurant for sponsoring our quarters. And we also, David Norris for district attorney. If you don't know it's a first down for David Norris by now, I don't think it's ever going to sink in. So, but he sponsors the first down, and that is paid for by the candidate, David Norris. The penalties also for Carolina Auto Finance. And
we had the timeouts by Raymond James Financial. Also, the scoreboard was Raymond James Financial, and the coaches show was Raymond James Financial. Take your time out and call Raymond James Financial Services for our city. See Matt and Deacon Bright for experience, guidance, and a life well planned.
And our touchdowns are sponsored by Fountain Electric. And we also have the halftime show by the Farm Bureau of Rutherford County, which is managed by Matt Lauder. And the player of the game is by Stanton Enterprise McDonald's, which they have, I want to say, Coach, is it 3 McDonald's in our county?
Three in Rutherford County,
open, yes. They're open 24 hours a day. And like I say, the French fries are world-renowned.
That's right.
So please visit those, and you know that you know what you're getting. And when you get there, it's going to be served to you hot, and it's going to be served to you tasting good. So please take care of that. Well, Coach, I'll tell you what, I have you got something else there?
Yes, sir. Don't want to forget about the pregame show presented by Ingles Markets, where the low prices love the savings. Shop, save, and be rewarded.
I know you're worth something.
Also, I had something going. Also, again, want to thank Chad Medford from Chad's Video Service for all the video graphics and commercials. Chad makes our job here in the booth so much easier. Call him for weddings, for DVD, switch over to digital, 828-429-5148.
Well, like I say, I'm going to have to take a little bit of a break, and then hopefully I can get back in the swing of things if everything goes well, and we pray that they do. I know I do myself. So we want to thank everybody, and I want to thank my wife for listening to me tonight, because she said she was going to. I told her I couldn't get any good feedback unless she did, and maybe she had Everett over there with her to spend the night. I don't know if he was there tonight or he'll be there tomorrow night, but he keeps me hopping, I can tell you that.
I can understand that, yes.
But well, I just want to thank everybody for listening to us tonight, and like I say, we're not don't call in and expect Kurt Gowdy and people like that talking to you. It's just a couple of football coaches.
We're just Rick and Randy, and that's it.
We're Rick and Randy, and we're here to talk football to you and let you know what's going on.
But we also do want to go ahead and